Santa Ana Group Deck is a great spot for all
leader
fans
in
with a summer
animal
picnic
welfare.
and great tailgate
Adoption
atmosphere.
centers, accredited nonprofit veterinarian hospitals, emergency animal rescue services, community pet assistance programs, and a free community dog park. At HPA, we are passionate about going the extra base to keep your pets healthy and happy at home with you. With a variety of services and different ways and times to access them and variable pricing, Humane Pennsylvania is here to provide your pets with exceptional care, how, when, and where they need it. Visit humanepa.org for more information. White Star Tours and Travel Centers offers the Our Phillies fan road trip again this season. It's your chance to hit the road with other Our Phillies fans, see an Our Phillies road game, meet with an Our Phillies player, and also see an Iron Pigs and Phillies road game. The White Star Our Phillies road trip visits Altoona, Toledo, and Cleveland from Thursday, July 20th until Sunday, July 23rd. See the Our Phillies in Altoona Thursday, meet with an Our Phillies player or coach, then head to Toledo Friday and Cleveland Saturday to see many former Fightins in action. The trip heads back to Reading on Sunday. Visit the customer service booth for more info on the White Star Our Phillies fan road trip to Altoona, Toledo, and Cleveland. Space is very limited, so sign up today. Can't make it to the ballpark? The Our Phillies Radio Network has you covered. Legendary Berks County broadcaster Bob McCool is joined by Jake Starr, and they'll bring you radio coverage of all 69 Our Phillies home games in 2023. Tune in on the Fightin Phillies YouTube channel, Twitch account, Facebook page, or at ourphillies.com/radio.
The Savage Auto Group Ram Club puts you close to the action on the field with seating in the front two rows located directly behind the Fightin Phillies bullpen down the right field line. Fans will enjoy terrific waitress service and have counter space for their food and drink. Fans can reserve the area for 36 people or book any amount of tickets.
Keep up with everything Our Phillies on social media. Follow us for exclusive content such as highlights, interviews, features, and much more. Find us on Twitter at Reading Fightins, on Instagram at Fightins, on Facebook by searching Reading Fightin Phillies, and even on TikTok. Keep up with one of the mostly followed teams in all of minor league baseball on social media.
You're listening to Reading Fightin Phillies Baseball on the Our Phillies Radio Network. Now, out to the ballpark with your broadcasters, Bob McCool and Jake Starr.
Looked up high atop People's Natural Gas Field in Altoona, Pennsylvania, about 3 hours west of Reading, where the Fightin Phillies call home. It is Game 3 of this week's 6-game series between the Reading Fightin Phillies and the Altoona Curve. Hello and welcome into the pregame show. I'm Jake Starr, riding solo the next 4 nights here from Curve, PA, as the folks out here call it. And it has been a really night and day first 2 games of the series for the Fightin Phillies. It started on Tuesday. It was a very nonchalant effort from the group, 4-0 loss. They were shut out offensively. The pitching staff, like it's done really these last couple of weeks, has certainly held its own. But on Tuesday, the pitching staff held Altoona to 4 runs with the offense, really nothing to show for it. But you flip the page and you look at yesterday afternoon, a completely different script. It was, I feel like we said this a lot lately, just an all-around good win for the Reading Fightin Phillies. They won 8-2. The bats came to life. The pitching was certainly there. And that's been the theme for this team over the last couple of weeks. They lost 5 of 6 to Richmond entering the second half. Went on the road to Somerset, won 4 of 5, and went into the break on a high note. Came out of the break, took 2 of 3 from the first place Portland Sea Dogs in the Northeast Division. And they came in here to Altoona, and they've gone 1-1 so far. So Reading has won 7 of 10 now, thanks in large part to some good pitching and some long balls, especially in yesterday's game. And a little recap from yesterday's game. 4 Fightin Phillies in total homered in the 8-2 victory over Altoona. Ethan Wilson, Matthew Kroon, Casey Martin, and Max McDowell. Ethan Wilson, of course, has homered in 2 of 3 games. Sunday had the walk-off home run in this series clinching victory over the Portland Sea Dogs. Aside from those 4 homering, Casey Martin had 3 hits, Matt Kroon, Barron Ratcliffe, Wilson, and McDowell all had 2 hits apiece. So the offense certainly came to play, and then you flip the script to the other side, and the pitching, which has been so good as of late for this Fightin' Phil's team, was really strong again as well. Tyler Phillips got the start, went 5 1/3, gave up just 5 hits and 1 earned run, had a chance to catch up with Tyler today, and he talked about how it just felt good to get out there. It was his first time throwing in a little bit. Of course, with the All-Star break nestled in the last couple of weeks in the 3-game series, I didn't see Phillips pitch, didn't see Hendrickson pitch, didn't see McAble pitch. Of course, we'll have more on Abel, who's making his first start in 21 days, coming up here in just a little bit. But Phillips really good, and then the bullpen combined to allow just 1 earned run over the final 3 2/3 innings in the victory, helping seal the win for the Fightin' Phils. The lone run being a home run given up by Matt Seelinger, who actually used to be a member of this Pirates organization in the 9th inning. But all in all, it was an 8-2 all-around really good win for the Fightin' Phils. Now the hope is to continue to carry it over into tonight. It's a very loose group, a very upbeat group, and they've been playing some really good baseball the last couple of weeks. And it's been really nice to see, because this is a group that all year long really believed in themselves. And they told you all throughout the first half, we're better than our record shows. We know we can turn this around. Al has even said on our pregame show, you know, Jake, Bob, I sound like a broken record, but we're going to turn things around. And it's been really nice to see this group do just that over the last 10 or so games. They've won 7 of 10. And I think a big reason for that has been the pitching. The ERA has been sub-3. They're not walking guys as much either, which Al Padrique talked about how best way to not give a manager a headache, he said, is to avoid the walks. And that's what Reading has done. They haven't walked more than 3 guys in a game since the start of that Portland series almost a week ago tomorrow. And that's been the difference, has been guys throwing strikes. And that's going to be the key tonight for the guy who gets the start for the Fightin' Phils, and that's McAble. Abel, the Phillies' #2 overall prospect, and the news of the last couple of days, I think, casts a new light on Abel and just his importance to this organization moving forward. Of course, Andrew Painter, the Phillies recommended that he receives Tommy John surgery. He'll be receiving a consultation out west next week, and if the doctors agree with the Phillies, there is a very strong likelihood that Andrew Painter will be going under the knife and receiving elbow surgery probably in the next couple of weeks. And then from there, probably don't see Painter at all in 24. Maybe he gets a few minor league games by the back half, maybe August, September of 24, but probably don't see Painter have a chance to gun for the Phillies big league rotation until 2025, which, look, at the time, he'll be just 22 years old. So it's not the end of the world that Andrew Painter might not pitch for the Phillies for a couple of years. But, of course, for a guy like Painter, who had all that hype around him the last couple of months and going into spring training, where Dave Dombrowski said, I want one of these young pitchers, whether it's Painter, Abel, McGarry, to be the 5th starter on this Phillies rotation. Obviously, that hasn't worked out, but the next 2 nights, with Andrew Painter probably now out for the next year, 2 years, the next couple of nights, there's an opportunity for, Phillies fans and fans of Phillies prospects to see 2 guys who have a chance to maybe get that 5th spot in the Phillies rotation and be a part of the future plans for the Phillies, whether it be later this year or next year, in McAble and Griff McGarry. McAble, of course, goes tonight, making his first start since June 29th against Richmond. Didn't start the Somerset week as he was on the development list, getting ready for the Futures game, where he got the start in that game, gave up a hit, no runs, had 2 strikeouts, and actually earned the win for being the starter in the All-Star Futures game. And then Griff McGarry, who started last week and looked really good Saturday night against Portland, went 6 innings. That was a season high. Had 9 strikeouts, but I think the number that stands out the most of Griff McGarry is shooting just 2 walks. And really, the key for the 2 arms that are really the top arms in the Phillies system behind Painter and Abel and McGarry, it's just throwing strikes. And I know that sounds really cliche, but they're 2 guys that when they're hitting their spots, when they're around the zone, when they're not missing, they're really hard guys to hit because they're throwing fastballs. We'll see Abel tonight, 96, 97, 98 at times. And as long as he has his control, it's really, really difficult to hit McAble. Then on the other side tonight for Altoona is Bo Sulser, who's an interesting story. in and out of the Pirates organization the last couple of years. Has a little bit of big league service time, but was released last offseason, joined the Pirates organization again this year. Made his big league debut in April of last year, but he's making just his second start with Altoona, signed with the Pirates on June 29th. Went 2 innings, allowed 4 runs, and a loss to New Hampshire last week. So we'll have more on obviously both Abel and Sulzer coming up here in just a little bit, but it's a chance for the Fightin' Phils. You have, quote-unquote, the ace of your staff on the mound. You're going against a guy who is really still ramping up in Sulzer, and it's an offense, and it's an Phils team that's playing really good baseball right now, winners of 7 of their last 10. So it's a chance tonight to grab the 2-1 edge in this series and get some momentum going into the weekend. And look, you're split at 1-1. You have Abel tonight, McGarry tomorrow. You have to feel good about your chances to, win this series. It's still early to talk about that, it only being Thursday, but at the same time, you want to win series this point of the year, and that's what this Reading team is trying to do, and just stack wins. They're sitting at 8-8. They're 36-48 overall. They're 3.5 games back of Portland. Entering today, the Sea Dogs lost this afternoon to New Hampshire, 7-4. So still very early to even be talking about standings, but at the same time, if you win tonight, you are 2.5 games back of Portland. Still have a lot of baseball left to play, but a chance to get above 500. It's game number 86 for Reading, just game number 82 for Altoona. Just a little quick look at this curve team. They entered tonight 6-8 in the second half. They're 40-42 overall. And it's been a curve team that's had a really interesting trajectory so far here in the 2023 season. Had a pretty good start in the first half, and really that Southeast Division was pretty closely contested in the first half. Really every team except for Bowie, who even made a bit of a late push to join the mix late in the first half, but ultimately Erie won the first half title, and Altoona's really struggled to get its footing going. Really the pitching staff has been the key culprit for the struggles for this Altoona curve. So it's a pitching staff that's struggling right now versus a pitching staff that had struggled but is playing really good baseball right now. Well, it's time for the national anthem from People's Natural Gas Field, so we'll step aside for a moment. When we come back, it'll be lineups at first pitch. Fightin' Phils looking for their second straight win here on the Phils Radio Network.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider of the Phils. International Fireworks shoots every fireworks show throughout the season, including 8 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a nearby retail store in Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksrus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the Phils.
Star City Boxing, located at 4760 Schuylkill Avenue in Reading, is a 501c3 non-profit boxing gym unlike any other. Our goal is not only to help you be fit, but to be the best outlet for our youth and community. We welcome anyone who wants to improve their way of life, be fit, and box competitively or non-competitively. We work with you to reach your goals in and out of the gym. Stop in and meet our stars today. Check us out and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for upcoming events and happenings. And visit our website today at starcityboxing.org for more information on how to join, volunteer with our youth, or support our efforts in the community. Star City Boxing is a proud continued 2023 Phils Fiesta Friday partner.
The Penn State Health St. Joseph's 67 Club is the original hospitality area at First Energy Stadium. Conveniently located along the third base side, the 67 Club gives you a front row seat to all the action at the hot corner. The area is safely protected from line drives with a large see-through net. Starting at $34, groups of 20 or more can enjoy a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet. Children 4 and under are free. Visit rphils.com or call us at 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
From People's Natural Gas Field in Altoona, Pennsylvania, it is time for baseball. Game number 86 of the season for the 8-8 in the second half Reading Fightin' Phils. And tonight the opponent, the 6-8 Altoona Curve, and their 82nd game of the season. I'm Jake Starr, riding solo tonight, high up at People's Natural Gas Field. Thanks for joining myself tonight and all weekend long here in Curve, PA. Well, here's the Golden Oaks Landscaping starting lineup for the Fightin' Phils. Matthew Kroon leads off. He'll play center. Carlos De La Cruz at the H bats second. Oliver Dunn is the second baseman, bats third. Jalen Ortiz plays first, bats cleanup. Ethan Wilson is fifth and right. Casey Martin sixth at short. Baron Ratcliffe bats seventh. He will play left field. Pedro Martinez, the third baseman, eighth. And Cody Roberts will do the catching and bat ninth. Bo Solser gets a start for Altoona. He winds and fires the first pitch home, and Matthew Kroon pulls it way foul down the left field line and out of play for strike one. Underway at 6:04 p.m. tonight. Our EPAWA weather consultant temperature at first pitch, 84 degrees and sunny skies. 0-1. Kroon will line it towards left center field gap. Chavez Young races over, and it splits the gap and rolls all the way up the alley to the wall. Kroon towards second, bobbled by Frazier and right, so Kroon will go to third. There'll be no throw. It's a leadoff triple for Matthew Kroon. The second straight day he's hit a triple, and the Fightin' Phils are threatening early. Third three-bagger of the year for Matthew Kroon. That'll bring Carlos De La Cruz up. Once again, Kroon, De La Cruz, Dunn, Ortiz, Wilson, Martin, Ratcliffe, Martinez, and Roberts. Working against Bo Solser. We'll have more on him here in a moment. Infield already up for Altoona. Solser readies and deals. De La Cruz swings and misses. It's 0-1. Solser making just his second start since returning to Altoona. Signed as a minor league free agent back on June the 30th. Started last week at New Hampshire. Went just 2 innings. Got the loss. Gave up 4 runs. De La Cruz swings through the next pitch. It's 0-2. Began the season with the KT Wiz of the Korean Baseball Organization. Went 1-7, a 5.62 ERA before getting released on June the 9th. So returned stateside and returned to the Pirates organization. Here's the pitch. De La Cruz takes upstairs for a ball. It's 1-2. Solser, who split last year between the Pirates and Orioles organization, made big league appearances with both. Made his big league debut last year. 1-2. Upstairs for a ball. 2-2. Balls and strikes tonight is Z Zdenek. Jude Corey's at first. Marcelo Alfonso is at third. It's the same crew Reading had for the first series of the second half at home against Richmond. 2-2. Outside counts full to Carlos De La Cruz. Matthew Kroon leads off third. He had the leadoff triple. Abraham Gutierrez does the catching for Altoona. Mason Martin plays first. Domingo Leyva at second. Sungchae Cheng is at short, and Jackson Glenn's at third. Here's the 3-2, and De La Cruz will hit a dribbler out in front of the plate. Fielding the position is Solser, throws the first, and he gets by the first baseman Martin, and it goes down the right field line. Kroon, who was holding up on the play, scores easily, and it's 1-0 Fightin' Phils on what will likely be a throwing error by the pitcher, Bo Solser. So Reading wastes little time, going up 1-0, and for Carlos De La Cruz, he's on first, and actually, it was a double for Matthew Kroon, which would be his 22nd of the year, and it was an error by the right fielder Matt Frazier, which allowed Kroon to get the third. So 2 errors on back-to-back at-bats for Altoona. First pitch, Oliver Dunn takes inside 1-0. Rest of the outfielders, Matt Frazier in right, Chavez Young in center, Matt Gorski in left. So once again, right to left in the infield, Martin Leyba, Cheng, and Glenn. As Solser readies at the belt and deals. Down low, 2-0. Right to left in the outfield, it's Matt Frazier, Chavez Young, and Matt Gorski. Gutierrez and Solser form the battery for the Curve, who are already in a little bit of trouble. Here's the 2-0 to Dunn, and he cranks one in the air out towards right. Frazier racing back. He's at the track, he'll camp under it, and he will make the catch about 5 feet in front of the wall. Carlos De La Cruz retreats to first, so first out of the inning comes on an F9, and that'll bring Jalen Ortiz to the plate. So just an early recap, Matt Kroon doubled A fly ball to right. Moved to third on an error by Matt Frazier, the right fielder. And then Carlos De La Cruz hit a little dribbler in front of home plate. Goes down as a single for De La Cruz. And then Kroon scored on a throwing error by the pitcher, Sulcer, who just drew over to first. So, with all that, it's 1-0 Fightin Phils. There is one out in the top half of the first inning as Jalen Ortiz, the batter. Pitch upstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Reading in the navy blue uniforms, white lettering and numbering. Fightin's written in white cursive across the front with the number on the lower left of the jerseys. White numerals on the back. Here's the pitch. Ortiz will take upstairs 2-0. Gray pants for the Fightin Phils, red helmets. Just the third time this year that Reading has worn the navy blue uniforms, formerly their BP tops, but now they're their alternate road uniforms. Next pitch, Jalen Ortiz fouls it straight back. It's 2-1. Carlos De La Cruz leads off first, reached on an infield single. One out top of the first. Here's the pitch. Ortiz will take it outside for a ball. The count runs 3-1. Altoona wears their own white uniforms with curve written in red lettering across the chest. Numbers on the lower left. Next pitch to Ortiz. Fouls it straight back towards the press box, but it'll land just a couple of rows in front of us. So the count runs full to 3-2. Ortiz will hit a dribbler foul left side just by the Phil's dugout. Ortiz bats clean up tonight. Ethan Wilson, Casey Martin are the two that follow him. It's already been a very interesting first inning for the Fightin Phils. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out as Bo Sulcer, the righty, toes the first base side of the rubber and readies. Here's the pitch. That's a line drive. It'll be foul to the right-hand side. The count will stay full. Jalen Ortiz overall a 187 hitter this year. Pair of home run, 12 RBI for Ortiz. Here's the pitch. That's down and away, ball 4. So a third base runner and 4 batters tonight for Reading. Jalen Ortiz works a walk on a full count. Carlos De La Cruz shifts up the second, and Ethan Wilson, the batter, with 1 out in the inning. Quick mound visit between catcher Abraham Gutierrez and pitcher Bo Sulcer, who, as we said, signed with the Pirates at the end of June after he was released in the KBO on June the 9th. We're at 1-7 with a 5.62 ERA with the KT Wiz. Ethan Wilson will dig in from the left side. 1 out in the top of the first. Men lead off first and second. Sulcer deals. Wilson hits it in the air towards shallow right, foul territory. First baseman Mason Martin's over towards the wall, and it'll go out of play foul. No balls and a strike to Ethan Wilson. Sulcer began last year with AAA Indianapolis in the Pirates system. Made his major league debut with the Pirates in late April. Ended up going 4 appearances with the Pirates, was DFA'd on May 12th, and was then eventually claimed by the Orioles. The 0-1. Wilson takes down and in 1-1. 6 appearances for the Orioles, and it was solid. 3.55 ERA over 12 2/3, and then option to AAA Norfolk, where he spent the rest of that 22 season and then was designated for assignment in October. Ball and a strike to Ethan Wilson as runners lead off first and second. Pitch to him. He gets under it, skies it in the air, foul territory, right side of the infield. Gutierrez off with the mask, and the catcher makes the catch. That'll be out number 2. So Casey Martin, the batter for the Fightin' Phils.
Batting sixth, shortstop, number 5, Casey Martin.
Reading leads 1-0, top half of the first inning. Matthew Kroon reached in a double, moved to third on an error by the right fielder Matt Frazier. Carlos De La Cruz then hit a dribbler out in front of home plate. It was ruled an infield single, and then Kroon scored on a throwing error by the pitcher Abraham Gutierrez. Oliver Dunn flew out the right. Ortiz walked, and then Ethan Wilson popped up. So now Martin digs in. Runners on first and second, 2 gone on the top of the first. First pitch to him, misses low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Casey Martin had a strong day yesterday for the Fightin' Phils, 3 for 4. Scored a couple of runs, also hit a home run. That was his third of the season. Raised his average by 23 points. Next pitch is lofted in the air towards right, slicing towards foul territory, and that's where it'll land out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike. There is action in the Altoona bullpen already. Nick Domkowski warming up for the curve, so we'll see how long the leash on Sulcer goes tonight. 1-1. Martin hits it in the air towards left. High pop. Not deep. Matt Gorski, the left fielder, to his left, camped under it, and he'll snag it. That'll retire the side here in the first. 1 run in the inning for Reading. There were 2 hits. Altoona also had 2 errors, and the Fightin' Phils leave 2 on base. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Reading 1, Altoona coming to bat.
Gear up for Fightin' Phils season. Visit the Brentwood Industries Fightin' Phils team store at First Energy Stadium, or check out our online store 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin' Phils hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selections of Los Luchadores de Reading and Reading hot dogs gear, plus throwback black R-Train R-Phils attire. Root for your Fightins in style. Stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightins team store or rphils.com/shop.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phils Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt, and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Fans, nothing beats a great day at Golden Oaks Golf Club. Located just minutes from Reading, Golden Oaks is a beautiful, award-winning golf course open to the public with perfect greens, lush fairways, and a course playing for 5 sets of tees. Bogey's Pub is open to the public with the area's best full-course menu, featuring indoor and outdoor seating and TVs to watch your favorite sports teams. Let the Golden Oaks Golf Club team cater to your need. Lunch, dinner, golf outings, parties, company events, and fundraisers. Visit our website at GoldenOaksGolfClub.com and follow Golden Oaks Golf Club and Bogey's Pub on Facebook. Golden Oaks Golf Club, where great memories are made.
A 1-0 lead for Mick Abel as the Phillies' #2 overall prospect toes the rubber. And here's the lineup he'll face for Altoona. Matt Frazier leads off. Domingo Leyba is second. Matt Gorski third. Mason Martin cleans up. Abraham Gutierrez is fifth. First pitch home from Mick Abel. Misses down for a ball. It's 1-0. Jackson Glenn is sixth. Sungchae Cheng is seventh. Lolo Sanchez eighth. And Chavez Young is ninth. Next pitch from Abel. A lift into the air. Left side. Out of play foul. 1-1. So Frazier, Leyba, Gorski, Martin, Gutierrez, Glenn, Cheng, Sanchez, and Young. And they'll go against the 21, soon-to-be 22-year-old next month in Mick Abel, who deals the 1-1, drops it in there for a called strike. It's 1-2. 14th start of the year for Abel, 2-3, a 4.75 ERA. It's his first start in 21 days since June 29th against Richmond. 1-2 is up the middle, in the air towards center. Kroon, the center fielder, comes in. He'll make the catch for out number 1.
Batting second baseman.
60 2/3 innings pitched for Abel this year. 44 hits allowed, 35 walks, 70 strikeouts, a whip of 1.30, and hitters are just 198 against Mick Abel so far this year. Domingo Leyba, the second baseman, digs in for the Altoona curve. 1 out, bottom of the first. Fightin' Phils lead at 1-0. Abel deals the first pitch. At the knees for a called strike, 0-1. Cody Roberts does the catching. Jalen Ortiz plays first. Oliver Dunn at second. Casey Martin plays short. Pedro Martinez plays third. Here's the pitch. That one's fouled straight back. It's 0-2. Ethan Wilson in right. Matthew Kroon in center. Baron Ratcliffe plays left. So infield right to left. Ortiz, Dunn, Martin, Martinez. Right to left in the outfield. Wilson, Kroon, and Radcliffe. Roberts and Abel form the battery. And the latter of the two, Mick Abel, is ready to go. Up 0-2. Here's the pitch. That's upstairs for a ball. Ball and 2 strikes. Last fastball, 96 from Mick Abel. Will be 22 years old in 28 days on August the 18th. 1-2. Fouled straight back. Count stays the same. In that June 29th start against Richmond, 4 hits, 4 runs over 5 innings, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. Through a season high, 97 pitches. 1-2. That one's roped towards right. It's over the head of Oliver Dunn and in for a base hit. It'll be cut off by the right fielder Wilson in shallow right center. Leyva stops at first. And it's the first base runner of the day for Altoona. That'll bring Matt Gorski to the plate. Gorski, the left fielder, will dig in from the right side. Working against Mick Abel, who's out of the stretch for the first time tonight. Kicks and deals. Dots the outside corner of the fastball. It's 0-1. Overall, Gorski a .243 hitter, 13 home runs, 46 runs driven in. Open stance from the right side. Abel kicks and deals. Swing and a miss on a very nice slider. It's 0-2. Gorski's 2 for 8 so far across the series. Just 3 for 23 against the Fightin' Phils this year. Down to the count 0-2. Abel deals outside for a ball. Roberts throws behind the runner at first. But Domingo Leyva gets back in standing up. Counts the ball in 2 strikes. Leyva not a threat to run. Just 1 stolen base this year across 26 games. Next pitch home is outside for a ball. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Reading position to turn 2. Oliver Dunn, the second baseman's in and shaded towards the second base bag. Casey Martin, the shortstop, in a couple of steps. About a step over towards the bag. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Matt Gorski chased the fastball up the elevator shaft, and it's the first strikeout tonight for Mick Abel. And 2 outs in the inning for Mason Martin. So Martin will dig in from the left side. He's the first baseman tonight as Domingo Leyva leads off at first. Abel kicks and deals. And the first pitch down for a ball. It's a ball and no strikes. We talked about the Altoona bullpen was active last inning. It's since been quieted, so we'll see if Sulcer returns for the top half of the second. 1-0. Lifted in the air, left side, drifting towards foul territory. Martinez, the third baseman, races out, looks at the wall to see where he is, and the ball will go out of play foul into the picnic area down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. Picnic area down the left field line is where we had a little meet and greet with the manager of the R-Phils, Al Padrique, and 3 Fightin' Phils players, David Parkinson, Tyler Phillips, and Josh Hendrickson, prior to the game. A part of the R-Phils Ultimate Fan Road Trip. Left Reading today, in Altoona tonight. We'll be in Toledo tomorrow and Cleveland on Saturday for the Phillies game against the Guardians. Here's the 1-1. Outside for a ball, 2-1, presented by White Star Tours. Of course, it works out really well that the Iron Pigs are in Toledo and the big Phillies are in Cleveland. Just about an hour and a half drive from one another. 2-1, upstairs 3-1. And of course, the news there as well is that Sir Anthony Dominguez will make a rehab appearance with the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs this weekend. Rob Thompson said pregame today that Dominguez will fly with the team out to Cleveland and then get over to Toledo from there. 3-1, runner goes. Pitch is, there was no call from the home plate umpire, Zizadenek. It looks like it's ball 4. Roberts throw down did beat him, but Leyba is in. Martin reaches via the walk. The first walk issued tonight by Mick Abel. And Abraham Gutierrez, the batter. 2 outs, bottom of the first. It's a 1-0 lead for the Fightin' Phils. There's men on first and second.
Batting fifth, catcher, number 27, Abraham Gutierrez.
So Gutierrez will dig in from the right side. 2 outs in the inning. Abel trying to work around a little bit of early trouble. It's all righty for the R Phils. Will kick and deal home. The first pitch fouled straight back, 0-1. Neither runner being held on. Jalen Ortiz plays back off the first base bag. No balls and a strike. Pitch from Abel. That's a breaking pitch that misses down for a ball. 1-1. Second baseman Oliver Dunn plays shaded by the second base bag. There's a huge hole on the right side. Ortiz is also well off the first base bag against the righty Gutierrez. 1-1 is lifted in the air to the right side, foul. It'll go out of play. And it's a ball and 2 strikes, and Mick Abel is 1 strike away from getting out of this first inning. Gutierrez gets the start at catcher tonight. Next pitch is up and into him. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Abel ready, he's at the letters, checks back at the runner at second. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball, 3-2. Gutierrez, who was a member of the Phillies organization, signed with the Phillies in December of 2017, was then dealt from the Phillies to the Pirates in a deal for Brendan Ogle, who's actually back in the Pirates organization now. 3-2 is laced down the right field line, out of play, foul. Both runners were off with the count full. 24 pitches in this first inning for Mick Abel. Trying to work around a little bit of trouble and keep the Altoona curve off the board. Abel ready at the letters. Runners will be off. Kicks and deals. That's outside, ball 4.
Congratulations to Mike Prentice. Mike, you're the next winner in the Laurel Line of the game.
After striking out Matt Gorski, Mick Abel's allowed back-to-back walks. That'll prompt the mound visit from the catcher, Cody Roberts, and Jackson Glenn will be the batter with bases loaded for Altoona. And of course, while we're talking about Gutierrez and catchers within this Curve organization, or I guess Pirates organization, Gutierrez, a 23-year-old, Dylan Shockley, also a catcher on this Curve team. We've seen him this week already, but of course the big name at the beginning of the year when Altoona came to Reading was Henry Davis, who was the catcher, had an excellent week against the Fightin' Phils. Davis now a member of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Also the other top prospect in the Pirates system, Andy Rodriguez, also recently called up. Whole slew of call-ups recently of prospects. Kyle Nicholas, Leo Figueroa, all joining the Pittsburgh Pirates as they begin to look ahead towards the future. Bases loaded for Jackson Glenn, 2 outs. Abel kicks and deals. First pitch is down low. It's 1-0. Glenn, a 286 hitter, no home runs, 6 RBI. Reaching base at a 342 clip he is. 1-0 from Abel. Outside, and they'll throw back to first. The runner was leaning, and they got him. An excellent back pick from Cody Roberts to Jalen Ortiz, and Abraham Gutierrez is picked off, and that'll end the inning in the first. No runs to the curve. They did have a hit. No errors for the Fightin' Phils, and 2 Altoona runners left on base. We're through 1-0 Fightin's. Back after this on the R Phils Radio Network.
Empowering communities one relationship at a time is our commitment at Tompkins. Our customers have thrived thanks to our focus on local lending and their commitment to the customers they serve.
They do a great job, everything for us from our banking, our insurance, to our wealth management.
Tompkins has always been there for us.
We see a long relationship with Tompkins. They're good people.
Tompkins, banking, insurance, wealth. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Investment and insurance products are not FDIC insured, not bank guaranteed, and may lose value.
Our Phillies fans can continue to expect great performances all season long on the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage. It's the home of great local talent, including the Our Phillies mascot band. Burke's Commercial Roofing prides itself on being a locally owned and operated company that puts an emphasis on customer service. They provide free on-site estimates and can handle any size repair, restoration, or replacement. Visit burkscommercialroofing.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information. And don't forget to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show at the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage at America's Classic Ballpark.
Burke's Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor located here in Reading, specializing in hot dogs, ham, specialty meats, and more. Burke's Packing provides America's Classic Ballpark with quality products, including the highly acclaimed flat-top grilled hot dog. Join us for Burke's Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at Sunday home games all season long at First Energy Stadium.
Top of the second inning, 1-0 Reading leads as Barron Ratcliffe leads off 7-8-9. Due up for the Fightin' Phils in the inning. First pitch to Barron Ratcliffe from Bo Sulcer, who's back out, misses down for a ball. It's a ball and no strikes to Barron Ratcliffe. Next pitch home. Ratcliffe swings and misses, 1-1. Sulcer out for inning number 2 of work. We'll see how long they push him tonight. Went just 2 innings 6 days ago, last Friday at New Hampshire. 1-1. Ratcliffe swings through it. It's 1-2. A New Hampshire series in which the Curve drove 11 hours round trip. Actually, no, 14 hours round trip to play 11 innings total of baseball. Friday, the Curve lost to the Fisher Cats. Saturday, they played 2 innings, then got suspended. 1-2. That's pounded on the ground foul, right side. And then Sunday's game was canceled, thus also canceling Saturday's game with no return trip to Delta Dental Stadium planned for the Curve this year. Those 2 games will kind of just be chalked off as no contest. Ball and 2 strikes to Barron Ratcliffe. Sulcer readies at the belt. Here's the 1-2. And up and away, but Ratcliffe swings and misses at it. And it's the first strikeout tonight for Bo Sulcer, and that'll bring Pedro Martinez to the plate.
Beginning tomorrow at noon at a participating McDonald's. Offer good for 3 days, limit 3 per customer. Batting 8, third baseman, number 15, Pedro Martinez.
Pedro Martinez, the batter now for the Fightin' Phils. 1 out of the inning as Martinez digs in. First pitch home outside, 1-0. Martinez, the switch hitter, batting from the left side against the righty Sulcer. Just 160 on the year Martinez is. Still in very limited playing time. 1-0, up and away, it's 2-0. Martinez, who missed the bulk of the season, was on the injured list from May 1st to July 14. 2-0. Taken on the inside corner, 2-1. Martinez, who injured his hamstring actually against Altoona in the final game of that series back in late April. 2-1. Martinez will sky it foul, left side out of play, 2-2. Had multiple rehab assignments with the Complex League Phillies. Had a brief setback, and after some more time on the IL, went back for another rehab stint. Now back with the R Phils. 2-2, swing and a miss. On a pitch upstairs, and Pedro Martinez is down on strikes. Back-to-back strikeouts for both Sulcer. That brings the catcher, Cody Roberts, to the plate. Roberts, the 9-man in the R Phils lineup, batting for the first time tonight. Had his second pickoff of the season to end the bottom half of the first inning. First pitch to Roberts, lift in the air, out towards left, hit well. Gorsey going back at the track, at the wall, it is long gone. 390 feet, 106 miles per hour off the bat. from Cody Roberts, and the Fightin' Phils extend their lead. It's 2-0. Fourth home run of the year for Cody Roberts, his first since June 29th against Richmond, and he got all of that one. It was an off-speed pitch pretty much right down the heart of the plate, and Cody Roberts deposits it into the left field seats. First pitch to Matthew Kroons, fouled straight back. It's 0-1. Cody Roberts had an excellent round of batting practice today, and he pretty much said, I feel pretty good. I think I might put one out today. Well, that was a good swing, and he certainly put one out there. Here's the 0-1. That one's chopped in the ground slowly towards third. Charging Jackson Glenn, up with it, sets his feet in the grass and throws a strike across in time. That'll retire the side in the second. Reading gets a run on the Roberts home run. It was the lone hit. There were no errors and nobody left on for the Fightin' Phils. We played inning and a half. We'll go to the bottom of the second. 2-0 Reading on the Our Phils Radio Network.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
Star City Boxing, located at 4760 Schuylkill Avenue in Reading, is a 501c3 non-profit boxing gym unlike any other. Our goal is not only to help you be fit, but to be the best outlet for our youth and community. We welcome anyone who wants to improve their way of life, be fit, and box competitively or non-competitively. We work with you to reach your goals in and out of the gym. Stop in and meet our stars today. Check us out and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for upcoming events and happenings. And visit our website today at starcityboxing.org for more information on how to join, volunteer with our youth, or support our efforts in the community. Star City Boxing is a proud continued 2023 Our Phils Fiesta Friday partner.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Berks County Mental Health and Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and suicide prevention with 3 simple words. Are you okay? The help is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide hurts and affects everyone, but help is here.
Jackson Glenn leads off for the curve, bottom of the second, 2-0 Fightin' Phils. McAble back on the mound, inning number 2 of work. He'll get 6, 7, 8 of this curve lineup. First pitch delivered home is a breaking pitch that drops in for a called strike. It's 0-1. Abel allowed no runs in the first, did load the bases through 28 pitches in total. The 0-1 gets the knees for a called strike. It's 0-2. Abel, the Phillies' number 2 overall prospect, ranked number 42, according to MLB Pipeline and all of minor league baseball. The 0-2's pounded towards third. Martinez backed up on it, sets his feet, and fires a strike across for the first out of the inning. Nice job by Martinez. Good throw and a good stretch from Ortiz to get a low throw. And there's one out of the inning for Sung-Chae Chang. Excellent walk-up choice also for Sung-Chae Chang. Going a little Luke Combs. It's been a good mix of walk-up songs for this Altoona lineup so far tonight. As Abel delivers the first pitch home, swing and a miss, 0-1. Just had fast car by Luke Combs for Sung-Chae Chang. We had some Morgan Wallen earlier in the lineup. Good country mix here in Altoona. 0-1. That's upstairs for a ball and a strike. I can always appreciate a good country mix as well, as a big fan myself. I don't know what my walk-up song would be if I play, but it would definitely be country. Here's the 1-1, and Chang will pound it in the ground foul. Towards the Altoona dugout on the right side, it's 1-2. Probably a Morgan Wallen or Luke Combs song if I was to narrow it down to an artist. I mean, Fast Cars, it's a really good song, but I don't know if it's a song I can envision myself walking to the plate to. 1-2's fouled straight back, count stays the same. Probably some good Morgan Wallen songs that would make good walk-up songs. If you're listening, interested to hear, leave a reply in the comments, whether it be on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Let us know what your walk-up song would be if you went back and played or still are playing. 1-2, left into the air foul. Count stays the same. Sungchae Chen gets the start at shortstop tonight. Joined the Pirates as an international free agent in 2019. Next pitch in from Abel, hit in the air, out towards right, slicing towards foul ground. Wilson darts over. Thought about a dive for a minute, but it bounces well out of his reach just by the fence, and it will be just a long strike and stays 1-2. So another thing noticed during batting practice today, just how big this outfield is, and especially when you compare it to the outfield at First Energy Stadium. It's night and day, really, the dimensions here and just how much ground you have to cover. The 1-2 is lofted in the air towards left. It'll deposit in front of Ratcliffe for a base hit. So another inning, another one-out single for Altoona. This time it's Sungchae Chang. That brings Lolo Sanchez to the plate for the Altoona Curve. .405 to straightaway center as Lolo Sanchez digs in. Here's the pitch. That's fouled straight back off the netting. It's 0-1. 325 down the lines, 385 up the alleys. And just watching batting practice today, there are multiple instances where guys would hit balls and in your head you're like, that would be well out at First Energy Stadium, but dying on deep grass, maybe the warning track. Next pitch, swinging a miss 0-2. Abel goes upstairs with 96. He's way up in the count, and Sanchez calls time. I mean, just looking at where Matthew Crew, the center fielder, is positioned, it looks really shallow, but when you consider the fact that straightaway center field's 405, it's still pretty normal depth. 0-2 from Abel, fouled back, it stays 0-2. There is action again in the curve bullpen. It's still Nick Dumkowski. So we'll see if he gets the top half of the third for Bo Sulcer. Abel readies at the letters. Here's the 0-2. And just misses outside. It's 1-2. Sanchez started to swing, but was able to hold up. Abel, the 6'5", 190-pound righty, will throw over towards first. Back of a dive is Sungchae Chang. Had him leaning for a moment, but he got back. 6 for 6 in stolen bases this year is Chang. Across 17 games played with Altoona. 1-2. That's fouled straight back towards the press box to our right, and it'll land just in the sweet section directly to our right. To the right of our Altoona broadcast colleagues, John Moses, Preston Shoemaker. Just towards the Preston side of the broadcast booth. I'm willing to think he would have made a play if it went into the booth. 1-2. Softly rolled towards third. Martinez goes a second for one. Relay from Dunn is in time. And it's an inning ending 5-4-3 around the horn double play. And that is how the inning comes to a conclusion. No runs on a hit, no errors, nobody left on base for the Curve. We've played 2 full. To the third we go. 2-0 Reading on the Our Phillies Radio Network.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
The Fightin Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Every time you grab an ice-cold 20-ounce Pepsi, you'll find a Pepsi emoji on the side of the bottle. So while the Pepsi delivers this, the Pepsi emoji delivers this.
Ooh.
So go ahead, crack open a Pepsi, and tell the world how you feel and what you love with Pepsi emojis. Say it with Pepsi.
Top half of the third, 2-0 our Phil's lead. Carlos De La Cruz digs in, 2-3-4 due up. First pitch home is on the outside corner for a called strike from Bo Sulcer. Sulcer, who's out for inning number 3 of work. Works in the windup and deals to De La Cruz. It's down and away, 1-1. Nick Dumkowski continues to throw in the Altoona bullpen, as he's been doing on and off for the last 3 frames. 1-1 home from Sulcer. Swing and a miss, a ball and 2 strikes. Sulcer went to the off speed. One-two home. Outside, 2-2. De La Cruz is 1 for 1 tonight, grounded into an infield single on a ball that went probably about 15 feet in front of home plate. But in the book, it goes down as a hit, most importantly. 2-2 to Carlos De La Cruz. Swing and a miss, down on strikes and an off-speed pitch. That's the 3rd strikeout for Bo Sulcer, and that'll bring Oliver Dunn to the plate for the Phillies.
You can pick up your gift card at customer service.
So we'll see if there's a pitch count that Sulcer hits and will prompt the pitching change, or if he'll get the remaining of the inning. Nonetheless, Oliver Dunn digs in for the Fightin' Phillies. First pitch home is at the knees for a called strike. It's 0-1. Dunn 0 for 1 tonight. Hit one well his first time up, deep to right field. Here's the 0-1, swing and a miss 0-2 on a fastball up in the zone. Dunn's hit another one that could argue would have been out if it was at First Energy Stadium. 0-2, Dunn cranks into the air towards right center. Frazier and Young race back. The right fielder Frazier darts over to the gap at the last second. Both throw the glove up and make the catch. Oliver Dunn twice tonight has hit a ball well. That time 350, 99 off the bat. But just goes down as a very long and loud F9. And 2 outs in the inning for Jalen Ortiz. Reading leads 2-0, top half of the third. The righty Sulcer deals. Ortiz cranks it on the ground towards third. Belt high hop for Jackson Glenn. He'll set himself and he'll throw to first in time. And that will retire the side in the third. 3 up, 3 down, go the Phillies for the first time tonight. We played 2.5. Bottom of the third up next. 2-0 Reading on the Phillies Radio Network.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz-Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz-Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz-Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Humane Pennsylvania is an innovative national leader in animal welfare with adoption centers, accredited nonprofit veterinarian hospitals, emergency animal rescue services, community pet assistance programs, and a free community dog park. At HPA, we are passionate about going the extra base to keep your pets healthy and happy at home with you. With a variety of services and different ways and times to access them and variable pricing, Humane Pennsylvania is here to provide your pets with exceptional care, how, when, and where they need it. Visit humanepa.org for more information.
The Enersys Power Alley Pub features a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet, private bar with bartender, 2 rows of seats, bar stool seating, and 4 cafe tables. The pub provides your party a private area to enjoy the ball game away from other fans. The Enersys Power Alley Pub may accommodate groups of 40 to 60 people. Enjoy socializing with your group and watch the game with a unique vantage point.
Bottom of the third inning, Reading a 2-0 lead as Mick Abel's back on the mound for his third inning of work after throwing 28 pitches in the first, a more efficient 16 in the second. His offense has a 2-0 lead for him, and Abel will get Chavez Young, the 9-hitter, and then back to the top of the Altoona lineup. Abel, the righty, ready to go from the first base side of the rubber. First pitch home. Young squared the bunt, and he fouled it in and out of the mitt of the catcher, Cody Roberts, so it's 0-1. Chavez Young, the center fielder tonight. 0-1. Pitch misses upstairs for a ball, 1-1. Previously was with the Blue Jays organization. Was acquired back on January the 10th of 23 in a trade with Toronto, 1-1. Outside, 2-1. A deal for Zach Thompson. Chavez Young now a 26-year-old. Next pitch is swung on a miss, 2-2. Who actually played for Team Great Britain in the World Baseball Classic from Freeport, the Bahamas, which allowed him to play for Great Britain in the WBC, where he went 5 for 5 in stolen bases, hit .308. Really strong showing on the international stage. 2-2s up and in, count full. Began the year with AAA Indianapolis, did struggle, hit beneath 200. Eventually joined Altoona on June the 7th. 3-2 is lifted foul, out of play. Three balls, 2 strikes, no outs, bottom of the third. Bases are empty. Reading leads 2-0 over Altoona. Abel kicks and fires, and it's down the chute, a called strike 3. Second strikeout tonight for Mick Abel. This time Chavez Young is the victim. And we'll swing things back to the top of the lineup to the leadoff man, Matt Frazier. Frazier digs in from the left side. He's 0 for 1 tonight. Flew out the center his first time up. First pitch is in sight for a ball. It's 1-0. Nick Domkowski continues to throw in the curve bullpen, so it looks like Sulcer's day most likely done. Abel deals the 1-0, and that's lifted in the air. Down the left field line, slicing towards foul territory. Martinez and Ratcliffe each give chase, and the left fielder and third baseman watches it. It'll bounce just between them and the wall. And it'll just be a strike for Mick Abel, so it's a ball and a strike. Ratcliffe lost his hat on the play, so Pedro Martinez very nicely flips the lid back to his left fielder. He set a very large outfield here at People's Natural Gas Field in Altoona. A stadium that holds, when at capacity, 7,536. 1-1. In sight, 2-1. Of course, the unique factor of this ballpark is the roller coaster that happens to be perched in right field. Directly behind that is a go-kart track. 2-1 is a broken bat, pounded towards second. Dunn charges field, throws in the run from the grass in time. Nice play by Oliver Dunn on a broken back ground ball. 4-3 goes to put out. Out number 2 for Domingo Leyva. Was hit softly enough for Abel thought for a moment he could have jumped off the mound and got it, but it went beneath his glove. But Oliver Dunn, who's played a very solid second base this year, able to make the play. So Domingo Leyva steps in, 2 gone here in the inning. Leyva is 0 for 1 tonight. First pitch to him's in sight. Shibby's out of the way of it. It's 1-0. Leyva will dig back in the left-handed batter's box. Abel looks to be ready. He is. And the righty deals the 1-0 and swung on a miss, 1-1. Leyva signed of Pittsburgh as a minor league free agent this past offseason. 1-1. Lifted in the air, infield, first base side. Ortiz doesn't look like he sees it, then it looks like he finds it at the last minute. And the first baseman makes the catch for Reading to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down, go the curve. We played 3 full. We'll go to the 4th. Reading up 2-0 on the Our Phillies Radio Network.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Are you looking for a reliable food distributor to meet all your culinary needs? Look no further than our trusted team at Feaser's Food Distributors. For over 120 years, our products have been sourced from the best farms and suppliers, ensuring that you get the best ingredients for your restaurant or organization. From fresh produce to premium meats, Feaser's supplies everything but the appetite. Visit Feasers.com today to experience the difference in working with a top-tier, family-owned food distributor. Feaser's, your partner for success in the kitchen. Looking for a fast and hassle-free way to get your snacks and non-perishable groceries? Look no further than FeasersDirect.com. With just a few clicks, discover the convenience of having your culinary essentials ready for a pickup at our headquarters in Harrisburg.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are pleased to present you with their classic game program, all electronically. This program has information on the coaching staff, player roster, and front office staff. It also includes feature stories and alumni reports on all of your favorite guys who spent time in baseball town. Visit ourphils.com/programs to check it out.
Top half of the 4th, 2-0. Reading still has the lead. Jake Starr, thanks for joining myself on the call here from Altoona. Nick Dumkowski, the new arm in for the curve, 2-2, a 3.51 ERA. This is 23rd appearance. Has made 4 starts. Crossed 48 2/3, allowed 43 hits, walked 14, struck out 35. Opponents are hitting .232 against the lefty Nick Dumkowski. First batter he'll get is Ethan Wilson. First pitch home is up and in sight. Wilson had to lean back. It's 1-0. Bo Solser went 3 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned. A walk and 3 strikeouts. Next pitch, Wilson will lunge at him, foul straight back. It's 1-1. Wilson's 0 for 1 so far tonight. Popped out to the catcher, Gutierrez, his first time up. That came back in the first. 1-1. Wilson cranks it in the air well, out towards right, towards the line. Racing over goes Frazier, the right fielder. He'll have room, and he'll make the catch a couple of paces in front of the wall and right. And that'll be out number 1 in the inning. That brings Casey Martin to the plate. Casey Martin 0 for 1 tonight. I'll dig in from the right side as 5 straight Fightins have been retired since the home run allowed to Cody Roberts. First pitch to Martin, sky in the air towards shallow right. In towards the line goes Frazier. He's under and he'll make the catch. 1 pitch for out number 2. And that brings Baron Radcliffe to the plate. So since Jalen Ortiz walked in the first inning, between Solser and Dumkowski, they've retired 10 of 11 Fightin' Phils, with the lone exception, of course, being the solo shot from Cody Roberts in the second. First pitch to Radcliffe, surprisingly swinging on the first pitch. It's 0-1. Radcliffe 0 for 1 tonight. Struck out swinging. Here's the 0-1. Now side and up. It's 1-1. Nice crowd on a nice Friday night here in central Pennsylvania. Here's the 1-1. Down low, it's 2-1. Beautiful evening, 82 degrees, sunny. There were some passing showers throughout the state earlier today, but nothing too substantial or affecting tonight's contest. 2-1 home. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Ran through a little bit of a drizzle on the drive out this morning from southeastern Pennsylvania, but nothing too substantial. 2-2 home. Radcliffe hits in the air towards center, not deep. In comes Chavez Young, the center fielder. Makes a last-minute dart in, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down, go the Fightin' Phils here in the top of the fourth. We played 3.5, Reading up 2-0 on the Our Phils Radio Network.
The Louisiana Swamplands. Out here, you're either lunch or you're enjoying it. Make sure you end up on top with the all-powerful lineup of Kia SUVs, like the Telluride, Sportage, and Sorento, equipped with available all-wheel drive, higher ground clearance, and the interior capacity to bring everything you need, so you'll always remain more than a gator's length ahead. Visit your local Kia dealer today to find your next adventure in our ever-capable lineup of SUVs. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely.
When the Reading Fightin' Phils get hungry, we turn to our team feed partners. Special thanks to Chick-fil-A, Pizza Como USA, Railroad House, Why Missing Restaurant and Bakery, Jersey Mike's Subs, Mimo's Italian Restaurant and Bakery, Subway, and Clean Eats for making sure the Fightin' Phils front office is never hungry on game day. Our staff enjoys delicious meals from our team feed partners. Don't take our word for it. Find out for yourself today.
The award-winning Reading Hospital Tower Health Pool Party provides an unforgettable night out with family and friends. Enjoy a baseball game while swimming in the 87-degree heated pool directly behind the right field home run wall. Plus 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet, photos, and autographs with the crazy hot dog vendor and the Fightin' Phils mascot band. Regular season tickets start at $33 per person for groups of 20 or more. Give us a call today at 610-370-BALL. Bottom half of the fourth inning, Reading still leads 2-0. 3-4-5, 2 up for Altoona against Mick Abel. Matt Gorski will dig on in from the right side and lead things off for the curve, as Abel, the tall righty, out for inning number 4 work, who seemingly has settled in these last couple of innings after a long first. First pitch home is fouled straight back towards the press box on our right, and it'll land just beneath the sweet level, and it snowballs in a strike. Gorski 0 for 1 with a punch out tonight back in the first. Abel kicks and deals the 0-1. That is lace foul behind home plate, and similar spot, this time more on a line. No balls and 2 strikes now to Gorski. Abel threw 28 pitches in a first inning, in which left 2 on. Here's the 0-2. That's in tight 1-2. Technically bases loaded, but it was a pickoff from Cody Roberts that ended the frame, so technically only 2 left on. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Abel deals to Gorski. That's a chopper towards third. Martinez gobbles it up. The third baseman throws across, and it was a long stretch towards the right field side of the bag for Jalen Ortiz. And Drew Corey, the first base umpire, will say he held the bag, and that is out number 1. And as I'm sure you can hear, much to the displeasure of the Curve faithful. Also, it was Matt Gorski who had the Morgan Wallen walk-up song, Cowgirls by Morgan Wallen. And now Mason Martin will step to the plate here in a moment after Calix Crabb, the manager for Altoona, gave Drew Corey a little bit of his thoughts between that last play. And now Calix Crabb, the first-year manager for Altoona, will return to the dugout, and Mason Martin will step in. 1 out, bottom half of the fourth. Abel deals the first pitch home. It is just inside for a ball, 1-0. Mason Martin is 0 for 0 tonight. Reach via walk his first time up. The 1-0's in sight, 2-0. Abel, who threw 28 in the first, 16 in the second, 14 in the third, has really looked good since that first inning. 2-0 is down low, 3-0. He's retired 6 of 7 across the last 2 frames. Also, he's faced the minimum thanks to a double play hit into by Lolo Sanchez back in the second. 3-0. Top of the zone for a called strike, according to Z Zdenek, and it's 3-1. Abel from the windup, working quickly. Deals home the pitch. And that one misses inside, ball 4. So it's a walk for Mason Martin, the third issued by Mick Abel tonight. First since the first inning, and that'll bring Abraham Gutierrez to the plate.
Catcher Abraham Gutierrez.
Gutierrez also reached via walk in the first. It was Martin and Gutierrez who were aboard on back-to-back walks. Abel looking to avoid that fortune here. First pitch is down low for a ball. It's 1-0. And we'll try to spin a curveball knee high, but missed just down. The righty working from the stretch. Kicks and deals. That one misses down again. It's 2-0. Tried to drop another off-speed pitch in, but missed down. Leading off first is Mason Martin. 1 out, bottom 4. Reading leads 2-0. Next pitch home is outside for a ball. It's 3-0. And after walking Martin, Abel's in danger of losing Abraham Gutierrez here. Reading's infield position to turn 2. Oliver Dunn, the second baseman's over towards the bag. Jalen Ortiz, the first baseman, holds the runner on at first. 3-0. That gets the outside corner. 3-1. Reading 1 double play so far tonight, 55 on the season. They enter tonight 11th in the league in double plays turned. 3-1. Left in the air towards right, slicing towards foul territory, and that's where it'll land. Over in the kid zone down the right field line, 3-2. Altoona kid zone with some moon bounces down the right field line, very similar to Capital Blue Cross Funland at First Energy Stadium. 3-2, runner takes off, ground ball towards second. Dunn was pulled towards the bag, makes a nice job going back to his left, spins and throws the first in time. Martin does move up to second, so it's a 4-3 put out. 2 outs for Jackson Glenn. To recap, Dunn was going towards the bag because Martin was off. The ball was hit back to the left of Dunn, so towards the right field side of the bag. Dunn was able to get to it, do a 360, and then throw a strike to first. So up to second goes Martin. There's 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. Lone runner is Martin. Jackson Glenn the batter. It's 2-0. Reading has the lead here in the 4th. As Mick Abel tries to get Glenn out and end the frame scoreless. Glenn digs in from the right side with 2 outs in the frame. Abel checks back at second. No one holding the runner on. First pitch is up and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Abel up to 73 pitches, 15 in this frame, trying to keep that number beneath 20. Here's the 1-0. That's laced in the air towards right. Wilson darts back. He's at the track. He reaches up over the shoulder like a wide receiver and makes the catch. Oh, the former high school football player Ethan Wilson made it look easy, like he was hauling in a deep touchdown pass. And that is how this side is retired in the 4th. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left on base through 4 full. We'll go to the 5th. Reading up 2-0 on the Our Phillies Radio Network.
Join us as we celebrate Reading's Spanish and Latino culture during 12 Friday home games this season. The Savage 61 Fiesta Fridays presented by Tito's Handmade Vodka, High Noon Sun Sips, Catay Law Offices, Suburban Brewing Company, Carlos Cards and Collectibles, Humane Pennsylvania, Star City Boxing, Apis Services, Supportive Concepts, and Affordable Home Care. Fiesta Friday features special Los Luchadores de Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other culture elements throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL, online at rphils.com or at the Customers Bank ticket office. To honor the 275th anniversary of Reading, the Our Phils will play as the Reading Keystones on Thursdays and select Tuesdays in 2023. Tuesdays are brought to you by Coatesville VA Medical Center. Join us for 11 Keystone Throwback Thursdays thanks to Berks Career and Technology Center, H&F Heating and Cooling,
and Rip It Baseball Town Charities batting cages. Come celebrate the 275th anniversary of Reading and enjoy some great baseball on Throwback Thursdays in 2023. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL, online at rphils.com or at the Customers Bank ticket office. Back here for the top half of the 5th inning, 2-0 Reading leads as Pedro Martinez bats. 8-9-1 due up against Nick Dumkowski, who will deal the first pitch home. Down low for a ball, 1-0. Bit of a delay getting back as there was some balloon magic going on atop the dugout on the third base side where the Fightin' Phils reside. 1-0. Martinez will foul it straight back towards the press box, and it'll drop just beneath the home broadcast booth. It's 1-1. Been a handful of close calls up this way tonight, but nothing yet to enter the booths or press box. 1-1. Martinez takes. Check this swing. They'll appeal to first where Jude Corey will say no swing. So it's 2 balls and a strike. There is a magician in the house tonight. Was part of the pregame entertainment. 2-1. Martinez hits into the air towards center. Well, Chavez Young racing back at the track wall. It will be over his head and one hop the wall. Martinez motoring towards second. He'll stop there as the throw gets into the cutoff man. And it's a long double to straightaway center for Pedro Martinez. Hit at 399, 107 off the bat. Probably out at First Energy Stadium, but nonetheless, it is a leadoff double for Martinez. That's his first double of the season. Was a fastball about thigh high, and Martinez got the barrel on it and crushed it to straightaway center field. Chavez Young, as good as he is defensively, not able to catch up to it. Batter now is Cody Roberts. He homered his last time up. We'll take the first pitch from Dumkowski for a ball. It's 0-1. It was the 4th home run of the year for Cody Roberts, the catcher for the Fightin' Phils tonight. 0-1. Roberts hits into the air out towards right, not deep. Frazier, the right fielder, snakes towards the line and right. He will make the catch. Martinez will tag. Throw goes towards third. It's cut off, though, by the shortstop, Sung-Chae Chang. So Pedro Martinez is in the third. So fly out the right for Cody Roberts, but a productive out at that. It's behind the runner. That'll bring Matthew Kroon to the plate. In a game where runs have definitely been to the premium. Good to see the Phils having some productive outs and moving base runners. Martinez on third. The infield's up for the curve, sensing their offense's quietness tonight. First pitch to Kroon's down and away for a ball. Gutierrez thought he went, pointed towards first, but Z Zdenek, the home plate umpire, won't grant that wish. Here's the 1-0. That one is upstairs for a ball. 2-0 to Kroon. Kroon, who's 1 for 2 tonight, had a double in the first, moved to third on a fielding error by the right fielder, Matt Frazier, who bobbled it. Eventually came around the score on a throwing error. 2-1. Kroon jams him in on the hands. Fly ball towards left. Martinez back to the bag. Darting in Gorski. He's shallow left, so Martinez will drift off, and Gorski makes the catch. No tag from Pedro Martinez. 2 outs in the inning, and that brings Carlos De La Cruz to the plate for the Fightin' Phils.
Designated hitter Carlos De La Cruz.
2-0 Fightin' Phils have the lead. Top half of the 5th inning. Lone base runner is Pedro Martinez. Really, since that Cody Roberts home run for the Fightins, and really for both teams, offenses have been super quiet. As Dumkowski, the lefty, deals to De La Cruz, and it's in there for a called strike, 0-1. Carlos 1 for 2 tonight. Singled in the first, struck out swinging his last time up in the third. The 0-1. That's in tight. 1-1 to the righty. De La Cruz hitting .287, 17 home runs, 45 RBI. Had a season high 3 against Portland last Friday, July the 14th. 1-1. And a little bit of a check swing for De La Cruz. Ground ball towards first. Making some Martin charges, eats it up, and touches the bag himself. Well, that'll end the top of the 5th. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 stranded for the Fightin' Phils. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Halfway home from Curve, PA. 2-0 Reading on the Our Phils Radio Network. For top flight local jobs, go with who you know. JP Mascaro & Sons are a leading waste removal company. To meet today's employment and service demands, Mascaro is upgrading its already highly competitive employee wage and benefit package for drivers, collection crew helpers, and other positions. Call 888-MASCARO, MASCARO, for details. Work for an established local family business committed to its employees. Again, call 888-MASCARO today or apply online at www.jpmascaro.com.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phils Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Been a fast game so far. See what I did there? 2-0 Fightin' Phils have the lead, bottom half of the 5th inning. Sungchae Chang will lead things off for Altoona. Bottom third due up against McAble, who deals the first pitch. Sky in the air, shallow left center. Ins Ratcliffe, also is Kroon. Ratcliffe, the left fielder, makes the catch. So 1 pitch, 1 out for Lolo Sanchez. Sanchez 0 for 1 tonight. McAble induced a ground ball double play from Sanchez, 5-4-3 variety. His last time up. 8-hitter in this Altoona lineup. First pitch from McAble, upstairs for a ball, 1-0. Of course, for those that aren't country music enthusiasts or weren't listening earlier when I said a fast game so far when Fast Car by Luke Combs was playing. 1-0 down low for a ball, 2-0. I know they always say when you have to explain your jokes, it's probably not a good one, but I still think it was a pretty good one. Just, you know, you never know what music taste the listeners enjoy. 2-0 is foul straight back, and it'll land just in front of the press box. It's 2-1. There is action in the Our Phils bullpen. Carlos Francisco up and throwing. He hasn't thrown yet this week, so see if he's the next pitcher in. 2-1 on the outside corner, 2-2. 75 pitches for Abel entering this inning. He's up to 80 now. And you wonder if he gets out of this inning at 86, 87. Maybe if they bring him back out for the 6th. Probably unlikely. So Francisco up in case Abel gets into some trouble in the 5th. And if not, then probably he'll see the 6th. 2-2, swing and a miss. Down on strikes is Lolo Sanchez. Just the 3rd strikeout tonight for McAble. And that'll bring Chavez Young to the plate. Abel's season low in punch-outs is 2. But that came in just 2/3 of an inning in his first start against Richmond. Since then, the only time he's thrown 3 or below was 5 innings at Somerset on May the 19th. Chavez Young digs in with 2 outs. First pitch is at the knees for a called strike. Abel's just been pitching to a lot more contact tonight. And the results have certainly paid off. You know, not sure if it's a different approach from McAble tonight. 0-1 is just inside for a ball, 1-1. I mean, he's done a great job of hitting his spots. Altoona really hasn't hit any hard. A couple of base hits for the Curve tonight, but both really haven't been hard hit balls. 1-1. That one's in the air towards shallow left. Ratcliffe started back, then he races in. He'll make the catch, and that'll retire the side in the 5th. Quick inning. 3 up, 3 down, go the curve. We've played 5 full. We'll go to the 6th. Still 2-0 our Phils on the Our Phils Radio Network.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on a 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating 70 years of senior living.
Our Phils fans can continue to expect great performances all season long on the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage. It's the home of great local talent, including the Our Phils mascot band. Burke's Commercial Roofing prides itself on being a locally owned and operated company that puts an emphasis on customer service. They provide free on-site estimates and can handle any size repair, restoration, or replacement. Visit burkscommercialroofing.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information. And don't forget to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show at the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage at America's Classic Ballpark.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
Oliver Dunn leads things off for the Fightin' Phils, top half of the 6th. 2-0 Reading has the lead in what's been a very fast game so far tonight. Reading running the first, running the second. That's been it. First pitch down to Dunn comes from Nick Dumkowski, who's back out for his 3rd inning of work. That was just his 21st pitch tonight. 1-0. Dunn cranks into the air out towards right. This one not hit as deep as the last 2. Frazier, the right fielder, comes in. He'll make the catch. That's 3 straight fly balls to right for Oliver Dunn tonight. And that's the first out for Jalen Ortiz. Carlos Francisco continues to throw in the Fightin's bullpen, so probably the end of the line for Mick Abel. And he was really good tonight. Threw 84 pitches and was efficient the last 4 innings. Ground ball from Ortiz hit the first. Not really running out of the box as the third baseman Glenn has all day to make a throw, and he does. That's out number 2 for Ethan Wilson. Two quick outs. Ethan Wilson 0 for 3 tonight's the batter. Wilson had a homer yesterday in the win. Was his 13th home run of the season. Also matched the season high with 3 runs scored. First pitch a ball, it's 1-0. Entered today hitting .318 against the curve this year, 1-0, outside 2-0. Wilson also ranks as the 14th overall prospect within the Philadelphia Phillies organization. 2-0 pitch to him. There for a called strike, 2-1. 2-0 Fightin' Phils lead. 2 runs on 4 hits. Altoona 0 runs on just 2 hits tonight. 2-1 is outside for a ball. 3-1 hitters count to Ethan Wilson. Nick Dumkowski, the lefty, winds and fires, and Wilson will hit a jam shot straight up in the air, and it'll go out of play behind home plate. Counts full to Wilson, 2 outs in the inning.
Ernie Boyne, Kovacevic. Please report to customer service.
Wilson, the Andalusia, Alabama native. Played his college baseball at South Alabama before being picked by the Phillies in the 2nd round in 2021. Awaits the 3-2. Here it is. And that's up and away, ball 4. Ethan Wilson works a walk. He's aboard for the first time tonight. Also the first walk issued by Nick Dumkowski. And that brings Casey Martin to the plate. Third inning of work for Dumkowski tonight has given this team some length. 4 2/3 back on June 16th against Somerset's his season high in innings pitch. Next pitch, and Martin fouls it straight back at 2 2/3 currently, so bullpen is quiet for Altoona. We'll see how long they go with Domkowski tonight. Altoona used 7 pitchers on Tuesday, and they're 4-0 wins, so looking to give some arms a bit of a rest. Here's the 0-1. Martin swings through it. It's 0-2. Martin, who was called up to the Fightin' Phils back in early June, is 0 for 2 tonight. A couple of flyouts, one to left and then right. Down to the count 0-2. Here's the pitch. Martin will sky it foul behind home plate, and it's 1-2 as a fan had to go in and out of his hands. Granted, yes, bare hands. Did go up with 2 hands, so got to give credit there, but just couldn't make the catch. No balls, 2 strikes. They'll throw over towards first. Wilson dives back in. Probably wouldn't make a good wide receiver. And of course, NFL training camp just beginning to get underway this week and next. The Eagles underway next week for the Eagles contingent in Reading, Pennsylvania. 0-2. Martin will foul it. Similar spot. Will the guy have another chance? No. It'll land about 5 rows short. Count stays 0-2. Eagles, of course, the defending NFC champions. Made a run to the Super Bowl last year before eventually falling to the Kansas City Chiefs, the 0-2. Martin will take inside. It was in, according to the strike zone up here. It's 1-2. Gutierrez started to walk back towards the dugout. Z Zdenek, the home umpire, even looked like he was kind of getting up to make the strike 3 call. I feel like umpires like a very distinct the way they get out of their crouch, so. It's a ball and 2 strikes now to Casey Martin. 1-2. Lifts into the air out towards left. It's hit well. Gorski racing back towards the alley in left center field. He'll get to the spot on the warning track and make the catch just in front of the 385 sign in left center. And that'll retire the side in the 6th. Lorenzo, it's 1 left for the Fightin' Phils. We're through 5.5. Bottom of the 6 up next. 2-0 Reading on the Our Phils Radio Network.
Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Berks County Mental Health and Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and suicide prevention with 3 simple words. Are you okay? The help is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide hurts and affects everyone, but help is here. We will work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-379-2007.
Spend some quality time with the family by taking them out to the ball game every Sunday home game at First Energy Stadium. Sundays are Berks Packing Sunday Family Fun Days, presented by Golden Oaks Golf Club, PA Army National Guard, Culligan Water, Aspen Home Improvements, and Rip-It Baseball Town Charities batting cages. Get 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, and 4 sodas for only $56 when purchased in advance. Join us for Berks Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at all Sunday home games all season long at First Energy Stadium.
Looking for the place to have the ultimate family fun at the Fightin' Phils game? Look no further than Capital Blue Cross Funland. Capital Blue Cross Funland features the most exciting games and entertainment at the ballpark, including speed pitch, mini golf, ring toss and peach basket toss, mascot autograph booth, a bounce house, and the incredible giant inflatable slide. Bring your family to all the fun at their next Our Phils game at Capital Blue Cross Funland.
Rick Abel's night is done. Carlos Francisco enters for the first time this week. Bottom of the 6th, 2-0 Fightin' Phils have the lead. And Francisco gets the top of the Altoona lineup, starting with Matt Frazier. First pitch to him is down for a ball, 1-0. 6th appearance for Carlos Francisco, 1-0, 1.50 ERA. 7 strikeouts, 4 walks over 6 innings pitched. The 1-0 is fouled straight back. 4 straight scoreless outings for Francisco since giving up a run in his Reading debut back on June the 30th. 5-inning shutout streak in total for the 6'4", 220-pound Puerto Rican righty. 1-1, misses just outside for a ball, 2-1. Close the line on Abel. 5 innings, 2 hits, no runs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. Strong night for the Phillies' number 2 prospect. 2-1 outside for a ball. It's 3-1. And now it's the bullpen for the final 4 innings, trying to secure Reading its 2nd win of the series here in Altoona. 3-1. That's way out, ball 4. So Matt Frazier works a walk on 5 pitches. First walk issued by Carlos Francisco tonight, and that'll bring Domingo Leyba to the plate for Altoona.
And would Bruce Marconi please report to customer service? Bruce Marconi, customer service.
Leyba digs in from the left side. Reading will look to turn 2. Bullpen's quiet for both sides, so Dumkowski probably back out in the 7th, and looks like it's Francisco's inning for now. First pitch is served down the left field line. It's a fair ball, rolls towards the corner. Into the Phillies bullpen. Scoring easily will be Frazier. In the 2nd, standing up is Leyba. It's an RBI double for him, and Altoona's on the board. It's 2-1. Didn't take any time for Altoona to get on the board once Abel departed. 6th double of the year for Domingo Leyba. And Altoona has a runner 180 feet away from tying this game up. And the go-ahead run at the plate now with Matt Gorski in the 6th. Snaps a 5+ inning shutout streak as well for Carlos Francisco. First pitch home's a bunt. Francisco off the mound, he'll field it. Only play is the first, he'll get it. So sacrifice successful. 1-3 goes the put out. Leyba goes up to 3rd, and the game-tying run stands 90 feet away from Mason Martin. Excellent bunt by Matt Gorski as well. His first sac bunt of the year. Had 5 sacrifice flies before that, but gets a good bunt down. So Reading will bring the infield up for Mason Martin. 1 out, bottom 6, 2-1. Reading leads. First pitch in tight to the lefty. It's 1-0. Mason Martin, a guy who has some pop. 14 home runs, 41 RBI for the cleanup hitter. Next pitch, swing and a miss, 1-1. Is just hitting just .215. Was a 17th round selection by the Pirates in 2017 out of Southridge High School up in Washington. The 24-year-old from Kennewick, Washington. 6'1", 224 pounds. Bat from the left side with the infield up as Leyba leads off 3rd. 1-1, outside, 2-1. Early command struggles for Carlos Francisco. Called up to AA Reading back on June the 29th. Made his debut the following day, 2-1. Just misses low and away, it's 3-1. A walk, probably not the worst thing in the world. Puts the double play back in order with 1 out. Seemingly likely brings the middle infield back. 3-1 pitch, and it is outside for a ball, so that's what will happen. Second walk issued in the inning for Carlos Francisco. The 3rd time Mason Martin's been walked tonight. He's reached base on balls all 3 times he's been to the plate. Now it brings Abraham Gutierrez to the plate, but before that, we'll get a mound visit from our Phillies pitching coach, Brad Bergeson.
Tonight's leapfrog section of the game on the right field video board. 213.
Reading's bullpen does remain quiet. No stretching or anything happening in Reading's pen down the left field line. So it's Carlos Francisco's situation to dig himself out of here. Mason Martin on 1st. Domingo Leyba is on 3rd. Abraham Gutierrez, the batter for Altoona. Reading leads 2-1. Go ahead run on 1st. Tying run on 3rd. And we'll see what Reading does defensively here. Looks like the middle will at least play back. are in the shortstops. Normal shortstop spot. Dunn's back, shaded towards the second base bag. Ortiz holds the runner at first. Martinez about even with the bag at third. First pitch home from Francisco to Gutierrez, misses low and away. Gutierrez 0 for 1 tonight, a walk and a ground out. Latter of which came his last time up. 1-0. That one's lifted. It's out of play behind home plate, foul, and it'll land in the second level of seats. Ball and a strike to Abraham Gutierrez. Gutierrez 1 for 4 with a pair of walks in this series so far. Bats here in a big spot here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Reading leads by 1, but Altoona has men on the corners and just 1 out. Francisco kicks and deals, runner goes, ground ball, vacant hole on the right side, shoots in the right for a base hit. Scoring is Leyva, off to third goes Martin. RBI single for Gutierrez, and that ties the game at 2. Well, the last time Dunn got caught going to second base, he was able to recover and make the play, but that time the ball was hit in the vacant hole. And with Dunn shaded towards the bag, not sure if he would have gotten to that one regardless. So now it's 2-2. Men still in the corners, 1 out in the bottom of the 6th inning. So now the goal for Francisco just to keep this game tied. There is action in the Phillies bullpen. Christian Hernandez is up and throwing. First pitch home, left in the air towards left, not deep. Back to the bag of tag goes Martin. Ratcliffe in the makes the catch. Hold tag and then stop, and it was a strike. The home plate pulled Roberts up the third base line. So it's just a fly ball to left field by Jackson Glenn. All the runners stay put. It's first and third for Sung-Chae Chang.
Sung-Chae Chang.
Of course, now game tied, so it'll be a no decision for Mick Abel after he had a really strong outing tonight. Abel with 5 shutout innings brings his season ERA from 4.75 to 4.39. 36 points in total. First pitch to Sung-Chae Chang, misses it tight for a ball, 1-0. Middle back for the Phillies. Martinez even with the third base bag with the lefty Chang up. Ortiz plays in the cutout at first. Line drive towards second. It shoots over the head of Oliver Dunn in the right field for a base hit. Mason Martin scores. Gutierrez goes to second. And it's a 3-run 6th inning for Altoona. And the Curve lead at 3-2. Lolo Sanchez the batter, but before he can come up, it'll be Alberta University Golden Wolves call to the bullpen. Alpadrique out. Carlos Francisco's night is done, and Christian Hernandez will enter. 3-2 Altoona, still the bottom of the 6th. We'll be back with the numbers on Hernandez after this on the Phillies Radio Network.
Are you looking for a reliable food distributor to meet all your culinary needs? Look no further than our trusted team at Feaser's Food Distributors. For over 120 years, our products have been sourced from the best farms and suppliers, ensuring that you get the best ingredients for your restaurant or organization. From fresh produce to premium meats, Feaser's supplies everything but the appetite. Visit Feasers.com today to experience the difference in working with a top-tier, family-owned food distributor. Feaser's, your partner for success in the kitchen. Looking for a fast and hassle-free way to get your snacks and non-perishable groceries? Look no further than FeasersDirect.com. With just a few clicks, discover the convenience of having your culinary essentials ready for a pickup at our headquarters in Harrisburg.
Empowering communities one relationship at a time is our commitment at Tompkins. Our customers have thrived thanks to our focus on local lending and their commitment to the customers they serve.
They do a great job. Everything for us, from our banking, our insurance, to our wealth management.
Tompkins has always been there for us.
We see a long relationship with Tompkins. They're good people.
Tompkins, banking, insurance, wealth. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Investment and insurance products are not FDIC insured, not bank guaranteed, and may lose value.
Be the first to know everything about your Red and Fightin' Phils by signing up for the Baseball Town Insider email newsletter. Once you become a Baseball Town Insider, you will receive breaking news about Fightin's promotions, including giveaways, guest appearances, special events, exclusive offers, and discounts on tickets and merchandise, just for being a Baseball Town Insider. Visit Fightins.com to sign up for this free email newsletter. Baseball Town Insider. Stay in the loop and become a member today.
Vernon University Golden Wolves call to the bullpen, brings Christian Hernandez in for the 25th time this year, 3-2, a 3.22 ERA, 36 and a third innings pitched, 41 strikeouts, 15 walks. Lolo Sanchez, the first batter he'll face, still the bottom of the sixth, curve lead 3-2, with runners on first and second. First pitch home outside for a ball, it's 1-0. He relieves Carlos Francisco, who we can't close the line on quite yet. Went 2/3 of an inning, did give up 3 hits. Walked a pair, had no strikeouts. Currently 3 earned runs, still responsible for 2 more runners out there. Next pitch from Hernandez is a called strike 1-1. All 3 runs earned to the line of Carlos Francisco. And Hernandez will try and escape the jam and get the R-Phils to the plate in the 7th. 1-1, outside 2-1. Lolo Sanchez, the 8-hitter, he's 0 for 2 tonight. Strikeout and a ground out to a double play. 2-1 is a ground ball foul, and the count's 2-2. Runners will get back to their respective marks. Infield plays back, neither runner being held on. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Lolo Sanchez. Hernandez deals. That's a foul ball lifted behind home plate. It'll go out of play foul. Well, shoot off a seat about 10 rows up and then make its way back to the netting behind home plate. Count stays 2-2. Hernandez, who's hit a bit of a rough patch as of late. He's led earned runs in 7 of his last 9. Which is a 5.27 ERA across his last 9 appearances. Deals the 2-2. Hot shot towards short on the mound. Martin charges, fields it, flips the short way to second for 1. And it'll be a 6-4 fielder's choice to finally end the inning in the 6th. Tuna gets 3 runs. They do it on 3 hits. There were no errors. Curve leave 2 on. 2/3 the way home here in Altoona. Reading down 3-2. Coming to bat in the 7th.
Are you looking for a reliable food distributor to meet all your culinary needs? Look no further than our trusted team at Feaser's Food Distributors. For over 120 years, our products have been sourced from the best farms and suppliers, ensuring that you get the best ingredients for your restaurant or organization. From fresh produce to premium meats, Feaser's supplies everything but the appetite. Visit Feasers.com today to experience the difference in working with a top-tier, family-owned food distributor. Feaser's, your partner for success in the kitchen. Looking for a fast and hassle-free way to get your snacks and non-perishable groceries? Look no further than FeasersDirect.com. With just a few clicks, discover the convenience of having your culinary essentials ready for a pickup at our headquarters in Harrisburg.
Empowering communities one relationship at a time is our commitment at Tompkins. Our customers have thrived thanks to our focus on local lending and their commitment to the customers they serve.
They do a great job, everything for us from our banking, our insurance, to our wealth management.
Tompkins has always been there for us.
We see a long relationship with Tompkins. They're good people.
Tompkins, banking, insurance, wealth. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Investment and insurance products are not FDIC insured, not bank guaranteed, and may lose value.
Be the first to know everything about your Red and Fightin' Phils by signing up for the Baseball Town Insider email newsletter. Once you become a Baseball Town Insider, you will receive breaking news about Fightin's promotions, including giveaways and guest appearances, special events, exclusive offers, and discounts on tickets and merchandise, just for being a Baseball Town Insider. Visit Fightins.com to sign up for this free email newsletter. Baseball Town Insider. Stay in the loop and become a member today.
Baron Ratcliffe leads off the top of the 7th as Reading now trails 3-2. First pitch from Domkowski, cranked in the air towards right. It'll drop in front of Matt Frazier, the right fielder, for a base hit. And Ratcliffe will be held to a single. So 1 pitch and a leadoff single for Baron Ratcliffe. And if Reading wants to fight back after last inning, good way to start it. Carlos Francisco went 2/3 of an inning, gave up 3 hits, 3 earned runs, walked 2, struck out 9. And Reading went from leading 2-0 to now trailing 3-2. Martinez squares the bunt. It's a beauty. Right down the third base line, scooped by the catcher Gutierrez, and he will have no play. Ratcliffe gets the second. It's a bunt hit of about 16 feet from Pedro Martinez, just 16 miles an hour off the bat. Because, you know, we always give the numbers when it's a home run. Why not give the numbers on a really good bunt? And it's runners on first and second now for Cody Roberts, who already has a home run tonight. Roberts in total is 1 for 2, a home run and a fly out the right his last time up. Digs in from the right side against Dumkowski, who will step off and look Ratcliffe back. Ratcliffe, who isn't really much of a threat to run, is 2 for 3 in stolen bases so far this season. First pitch to Roberts. He squares the bunt, and that's a pop fly, and luckily for Roberts, it'll shoot foul behind home plate, and it's 0-1. Roberts and the rest of the base runners will look down at Al Patrique, the first-year manager for this Phillies team, who will deliver the signs from the third base coach's box. Ray Ricker, the position coach, will coach first. Corners are now up for Altoona. Roberts squares again the bunt. He'll pull back, and the pitch of the ball, it's 1-1. Patrique, who previously spent time in the Pirates organization as a player. That's who signed him as an international free agent out of Venezuela when he was 17. Roberts squares the bunt again, pulls back, pitch outside, 2-1. Reading really trying to play small ball here in the 7th, down by 1. Trying to manufacture one, if not a couple of runs here in the frame. Corners play up, Glenn at third, Martin at first. Roberts this time swinging away, and he'll shoot it off the facing of the Phillies dugout. It's 2-2. Now Patrique also 10 wins away from 1,000 in his career between the majors and minor leagues. The magic number is 46 total wins for the Phillies. They're at 36 right now, so 10 away until Al Patrique gets win number 1,000 as a professional manager. 2-2. Roberts swings and misses on a fastball that was outside. He's down on strikes. That's just the first strikeout tonight for Nick Dumkowski. 4th tonight overall for Altoona pitching, but it flips things back to the leadoff guy in the Reading lineup, Matthew Kroon, for the 4th time. He's 1 for 3. Al Patrique's coaching and managerial careers included stops in the Diamondbacks organization, the Yankees organization, spent time in the Astros org, the Yankees organization. First pitch home is inside for a ball, 1-0. Spent a few years in the Athletics organization, then the last 2 years in the Marlins. 2021 was the last year he managed as the AAA manager for the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. 1-0. Kroon dribbles it towards the middle. Fielded by the shortstop Chang. Tags second for 1. Throw to first. Pulls the first baseman Mason Martin off the bag. So it'll be just a 6 unassisted fielder's choice. Up to third goes Ratcliffe. Martinez cut off at second. And Kroon's aboard on the fielder's choice. So it puts runners on the corners now. 2 outs for Carlos De La Cruz. Then Patrique last year was the third base coach for Don Mattingly's Miami Marlins. After Mattingly was let go, so was his whole staff. So Patrique was then hired by the Phillies, who, ironically enough, their farm director is Preston Mattingly, the son of Don. So now it's De La Cruz stepping in. 2 outs in the 7th. First pitch lifted in the air towards right center. Cervez Young is in to his right, and he makes the catch. And that will retire the side in the 7th. No runs in the inning for Reading. They did have a pair of hits. No errors and 2 Fightin' Phils left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. Stretch time here for Curve PA. 3-2 Altoona on the Phils Radio Network.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz-Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider of the Phillies. International Fireworks shoots every fireworks show throughout the season, including 8 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a nearby retail store in Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksorus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the Phillies.
There's a weekend in July where the baseball world revolves around a village in upstate New York. Baseball Hall of Fame induction weekend in Cooperstown is an unforgettable experience filled with family-friendly activities and priceless moments. Make your plans today for July 21st through the 24th for the induction of Fred McGriff and Scott Rowland as the class of 2023. Visit baseballhall.org today for the entire schedule. See you in Cooperstown, where the journey becomes legend.
Beautiful rendition of God Bless America. And now it is stretch time here at People's Natural Gas Field in Altoona, Pennsylvania, home of the Altoona Curve, who are celebrating their 25th year. The AA affiliate of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Once again, I'm Jake Starr. Thanks for joining myself tonight. Of the call tonight through Sunday night here in Altoona as Reading and the Curve play their final 4 games of the season. Their final 4 games of the season of this year's season series. Currently, Altoona leads it 4 games of 3. Reading had the win last night to make it 4 games to 2. And when they were in Reading back in late April, Altoona took 3 of 5. Sunday's game was canceled due to inclement weather back on April 30th in Reading. And that's where we stand in this weekend series. And tonight it's 3-2 Altoona. Reading a run in the first, a run in the second. Offense has been very quiet since. McAble went 5 strong. Carlos Francisco struggled in relief in the 6th and allowed 3 runs to Altoona. 9-1-2 due up for the Curve here in the inning. First pitch from Chavez Youngs, pounded up the middle on the ground. Casey Martin, the shortstop, fields it, crosses over the second base bag, and makes the throw in time for out number 1. So back to the top of the lineup now to Matt Frazier. Curve lead 3-2 in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Christian Hernandez is back on the mound for his first full inning of work, through just 6 pitches in the last inning when he came in for relief of Carlos Francisco. First pitch to Frazier is at the knees for a called strike 0-1. A 1 home. Broken bat, fly ball towards right center field. Wilson races back. He's there in the gap. He'll make the catch for out number 2.
Second baseman, Domingo Oliva.
2 quick outs for Christian Hernandez. We can get this 3rd one. You know, it'll feel good for him. Like we talked about, recent struggles for Hernandez. Had allowed an earned run in 7 of his last 9 appearances, which was a 5.27 ERA for Hernandez. But if he can get through this inning here, hope we can get him back on track, because he's another one of those key pieces in this Reading bullpen. First pitch to Domingo Leyba is inside for a ball 1-0. Leyba helped get the rally really going. He had an RBI double and scored a run in the 6th. That came after Matt Frazier led off the inning with a walk. Next pitch is over on the outside corner 1-1 for a called strike. Hernandez gets the sign, deals the 1-1. Down low, 2-1. Leyba in total 2 for 3 tonight. A single double, also an infield pop-up. The first came back in the 3rd. Here's the 2-1 from Hernandez. In sight, 3-1. Reading wearing their navy blue tops, formerly their BP jerseys last year. Just the third game this season that Reading goes with the navy blue. Traditionally, it's been the Grays on the road this year with the Luchadores sprinkled in on some Fridays. 3-1 is up and away. Ball 4. And Domingo Leyva works a walk. The first one issued by Christian Hernandez tonight. And that'll bring Matt Gorski to the plate.
Left fielder Matt Gorski.
Altoona wears the home whites with curve in red written across the chest in script. Numbers block on the lower left of the jerseys. Also block red numbers on the back. White pants, red stripe down the side. First pitch to Matt Gorski is outside for a ball, 1-0. Reading does pair the road gray pants with the navy blue tops. They wear the road red hat with the navy blue R in script on the front of the lids. 1-0. That's upstairs, 2-0. Bullpen quiet for Reading, so the hope is that Hernandez can get out of this inning with no damage, keep it a one-run ball game before we turn to the 8th. Swing and a miss, 2-1. Fastball at 92 from Christian Hernandez, who pretty true splits as they get for a pitcher. Righties 221 against him, lefties 314. So if you're projecting Hernandez kind of out long term, could be a righty specialist out of a bullpen. 2-1s at the knees for a called strike, 2-2. 92 on that fastball. Of course, righty specialist, not really a thing in baseball. It's more the lefty specialist, and with the 3-batter minimum rule, don't really see that many specialists anymore. 2-2. Outside for a ball. They'll appeal to first, and Drew Corey will say Gorski held up, so the count's full, meaning that Domingo Leyva will be off and running on the pitch. But Hernandez definitely has the stuff if he continues to develop to be in a conversation for a big league bullpen spot one day. That spot probably is a guy who would pitch to a team who maybe has 3-4 righties in a row going. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Hernandez ready at the belt. Payoff pitch as the runner goes. Sky high fly ball in the infield. Right side. Ortiz, the first baseman, in towards the grass, is under it. He'll make the catch. And that's how the side's retired in the 7th. No runs in the inning, no hits, no errors. 1 left for the curve. We've played 7 full. We'll go to the 8th. Our score, Altoona 3, Reading 2 on the Our Fields Radio Network.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that'll bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your visit today at baseballhall.org.
The Reading Fightin' Phil's birthday package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you're a youngster or an adult, there's no better birthday than a Fightin' Phil's birthday. The Fightin' Fan birthday package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $130. Base packages include 10 general admission tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
We go to the 8th, 3-2. Altoona has the lead over the Fightin' Phils, and a new pitcher in for the curve. It's Braden Ogle. Ogle's making his 27th appearance of the year. Does have a start. No decisions, a 5.22 ERA. Over 29 1/3 innings pitched, 24 hits allowed, 25 walks, 31 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .229 against the lefty in Braden Ogle. First batter he gets, Oliver Dunn, who bats from the left side. Ogle will kick and deal, and Dunn will foul it straight back. It's 0-1. Ogle 6'2", 215 pounds. Signed with the Giants as a as a minor league free agent prior to this season. Here's the pitch, Dunn skies it in the air, shallow left field towards the line. Gorski races in the left fielder, and he will not get there. Bounces just behind the Phillies bullpen, so it's strike number 2 to Oliver Dunn. There also is action in the Reading bullpen currently. Looks like Dominic Pipkin is up and throwing, so no balls and 2 strikes. Looks like there may have been an injury situation in left field on that foul ball, as Calix Crabb and the athletic trainer Victor Silva out for Altoona. Looks like they're taking a look at the left fielder Matt Gorski. Gorski's who slid just in front of the wall. Not sure if he made contact with the wall down the left field line. Silva and Calix Crabb taking a look at Gorski, and we'll see. He's taking steps forward. Looks like Gorski is going to exit this ball game. So it looks like Altoona will have a new left fielder. We'll see who they go to in left. As Gorski is very slowly exiting, and Calix Crabb will signal towards the dugout. So we'll see what the move is here for Altoona. Don't see any movement of any outfielders, so we'll see if it's a straight up left field for left field switch here, as Matt Gorski comes out of the game. Still no one has appeared out of the dugout for Altoona for who will be taking Gorski's spot on left as he walks off the field. Not really much of a limp or anything, so hope it's just for precautionary reasons and Gorski's okay. Now it looks to be a conversation going on along the railing of the Altoona dugout for what they're going to do. Now it looks like there's some motioning here. Mason Martin, the first baseman, they're going to call in, so looks like he might go to the outfield as his glove is being brought to him now by Jacob Gonzalez, one of the members of this curve team. So looks like Mason Martin will move from first base to left field. And the new first baseman for Altoona will be Jacob Gonzalez.
For the curve, now playing left field, number 3, Mason Martin. Now playing first base.
And then the move there, obviously, is that Jacob Gonzalez will go into the spot of Matt Gorski, the 3-hole. So Jacob Gonzalez into the game. Will play first, and the former first baseman in Mason Martin will move to left field. So that ties up those loose ends. No balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Top 8, 3-2 Altoona leads. Bases clear for Oliver Dunn, the batter, as the new arm Braden Ogle is up on Dunn 0-2. Ogle kicks and deals. Dunn takes, just up and in for a ball. It's 1-2. Ogle sets at the belt. Lefty will kick and deal. And Dunn swings and misses at an off-speed pitch, and he's down on strikes. Oliver Dunn 0 for 4 tonight. First strikeout for Ogle, his first batter. And that'll bring Jalen Ortiz to the plate now for the Fightin' Phils. Ortiz 0 for 2 tonight. Also has a walk back in the first. Other 2 outs have both been ground outs to third base. First pitch to Ortiz, inside for a ball. It's 1-0. One ball, no strikes as Ogle readies at the belt and deals. in tight 1-1. Ogle, who began his career in the Pirates organization in 2021, was actually traded from the Pirates to the Phillies in exchange for catcher Abraham Gutierrez. And Ogle went on to finish the season with AAA Lehigh Valley. 1-3, a 9.95 ERA. That's 60 strikeouts across 50 innings. And it was actually a non-roster invite to Phillies spring training last year in 2022. Spent the whole season last year with Lehigh Valley, 2-2, a 5.30 ERA. Across 35 2/3 innings pitched for the Iron Pigs. 2-0. Ortiz will take outside 3-0. And then did re-sign with the Pirates after the 2022 season and has began and been with Altoona for the duration of 23. 3-0, and Ortiz will try to check his swing, but it hit off, looked like the knob of the bat, and shoots foul towards the Altoona dugout on the first base side. So the count's 3-1. 1 out. Top 8 bases are clear. 3-2 Altoona has the lead. Here's the pitch. That one's rocketed foul behind home plate. Count stays 3-2. A really sick one-handed nonchalant catch by a fan sitting just in front of the suites on the right field side. Really nonchalant and a really nice catch by that fan. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and an out. Ogle will deal to Ortiz, and he'll take outside ball 4. So it's been a walk and a strikeout for Ogle so far, and that'll bring Ethan Wilson to plate in the top half of the 8th inning. Ethan Wilson 0 for 2 tonight. Did walk his last time up. It looks like we're going to get a pinch runner here for the Fightin' Phils. So Madison Stokes will enter. Jalen Ortiz will exit. So we'll see what the defensive changes are there.
Number 3, Madison Stokes.
You will see Stokes play first. De La Cruz could play first, but he is the DH. So if you put De La Cruz in at first, you lose the DH. So you probably won't see that move. First pitch to Wilson is down low for a ball, 1-0. The players that are in right now for Reading, none of them really have much first base experience this year. Maybe Cody Roberts could move the first. We've seen him get some work at first base, and Max McDowell comes in to catch. 1-0 at the knees for a called strike, 1-1. But the rest of Reading's bench, unless Stokes plays first, he's played second, short, third, left, right, center this year, so who says Madison Stokes can't play first? 1 ball, 1 strike to Wilson. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Of course, with De La Cruz at DH, you're kind of handcuffed there. If he was in center, it would make that move a whole lot easier. But probably don't want to lose the DH in Carlos De La Cruz, so he'll probably stay there. 1 ball, 2 strikes as Stokes leads off first. Here's the pitch. Wilson fans over an off-speed pitch, and he's down on strikes.
Strikeout number 6 on the Ben Island strikeout meter.
Second strikeout for Ogle in the inning. 6th strikeout overall for Altoona. That'll bring Casey Martin to the plate, the shortstop. 6-hole hitter for the R-Phils. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Did homer yesterday in one of his best games of the season so far. Bats with 2 outs in the top half of the 8th. Stokes leads off first. Reading trails by 1. First pitch, Martin takes down low for a ball. It's 1-0. So Madison Stokes is on first. He pinch ran for Jalen Ortiz here in the 8th. Now Patrique tries to manufacture a game-tying run. The 1-0 is in there for a called strike, 1-1. All-speed pitch that dropped in down the middle. So it's a ball and a strike now to Casey Martin. Here's the 1-1. Swings over an all-speed pitch, 1-2. Reading really struggling to get a hold of that pitch, but it looks like Madison Stokes will go to second. So it's a ball and a strike on what appears to be, it looks like a balk. So Stokes up to second on a balk. It's a ball and a strike here to Casey Martin. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss, a ball and 2 strikes now. Two outs, 1-2, top 8. Runner on second is Stokes. Reading trails 3-2. Martin looking to find some green grass in the outfield, and with how big this outfield is, tie the game. 1-2. Misses down low again, 2-2. Ogle very heavily relying on that off-speed pitch. See if he sticks with it or challenges Casey Martin with the fastball. 2-2. Ogle ready at the belt. Lefty deals. That one is shot back foul behind home plate. Will stay a 2-2 count. Martin is 0 for 3 tonight, a trifecta of flyouts. He's hitting .400 over the series so far, of course helped by a 3 for 4 effort yesterday afternoon. 2-2. Martin will take it just below the knees for a ball. The count runs full. Should Martin reach? Baron Ratcliffe awaits on deck. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Reading by 1, they trail. Here's the pitch. And Martin will take it just up and in. According to home plate umpire Z Zdenek, second walk of the inning. And that'll bring Baron Ratcliffe up. It's been the true definition of 2 outcomes for Braden Ogle in the inning. He's gone strikeout, walk. Maybe Baron Ratcliffe here can make it the true 3 outcomes. The walk, home run, and the strikeout. 2 outs for Ratcliffe, runners on first and second. One of the better chances Reading's had in a while. Ogle the lefty deals. Ratcliffe swings and misses, 0-1. Ogle went to the fastball. Ratcliffe couldn't catch up. Baron Ratcliffe 1 for 3 tonight. Stung a single to right his last time up. And now time is called. Not exactly sure what for. It looked like Sung Jae Chang signaled initially something, but nonetheless, Ogle will step on the mound in an 0-1 count. Lefty set at the belt, working against the lefty Ratcliffe. 0-1. That one's pounded foul. It's 0-2 as it trickles towards the curved dugout. So Ogle up in the count, 0-2 on Ratcliffe. Looking to escape the inning as Reading has men on first and second in a game they trail by 1 in the 8th. Ogle fires. Ratcliffe takes outside. It's 1-2 on another off-speed pitch at 86. Ball and 2 strikes now to Baron Ratcliffe. Open stance from the left side. The 1-2. Ratcliffe hits it towards first. It is bobbled by the first baseman Gonzalez, but he stays with it, and he will take it to the bag, and that will leave 2 on and retire the side in the 8th. No runs, no hits. 2 left for the Fightin' Phils. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. 3-2 Altoona here on the Phils Radio Network.
Baseball fans, introducing Bally Live, the only app where minor league baseball fans can score major rewards. When you stream your favorite teams live, you'll score rewards. When you chat with friends during a watch party, you'll score rewards. And when you test your skills at trivia, you'll score rewards. Being a fan of minor leagues has never been so rewarding. So what are you waiting for? Download Bally Live for free from the app or Play Store and start scoring rewards today.
Berks Immunization Coalition works to provide leadership and education in promoting age-appropriate immunization across the lifespan for all residents of Berks County. This is a coalition comprised of local physicians, nurse practitioners, school nurses, immunization coordinators, immunization advocates, and pharmaceutical representatives working to encourage continuity of immunization through medical resources. They focus on educating both the community and the providers. For more information, please visit www.immunizeba.org and click Local Coalitions.
Baseball Town Charities is a nonprofit 501c3 charitable organization founded to keep baseball alive in Reading. Youngsters can benefit from the many life lessons the game can offer. Baseball Town Charities currently supports kids and adults with mental and physical disabilities through the Baseball Dream League. Baseball Town Charities also supports inner-city baseball development through the Rip It for Life program, which provides growth both on and off the baseball field. For more information, please visit baseballtown.org.
Bottom of the 8th, Altoona up 3-2, looking for some insurance runs. A couple of changes for Reading. Madison Stokes, who pinch ran for Jalen Ortiz. He'll stay in the game and play first. And Dominic Pipkin is the new arm in for the Fightin Phillies, making his 4th appearance. No decisions, yet to give up an earned run over 4 innings, 5 strikeouts and 0 walks. Pipkin making his first appearance since last Saturday, and he'll get the middle third of the Altoona lineup, starting with Mason Martin. First pitch from Pipkin's in there for a called strike, 0-1. Fastball at 95, that was at the knees. Pipkin, the tall righty, deals the next pitch, is launched in the air towards right, hit well. Wilson's back, and it's over the right field wall and gone. It was a off-speed pitch right over the heart of the plate, and Mason Martin crushes it. And Altoona leads 4-2 on Martin's 15th of the season. Crushed it, 393 off the bat, 109 exit velocity. Ethan Wilson didn't even really pursue it much. And it's the first earned run allowed by Dominic Pipkin since joining Reading. And Altoona's doubled up the R-Phils. It is 4-2. 15th long ball of the year, as we said, for Martin. And here's Abraham Gutierrez, first pitch outside for a ball, 1-0. Close the line on Christian Hernandez, inning in the third, no runs, no hits, had a walk, no strikeouts. Next pitch, pounded on the ground towards the middle. Martin, the shortstop, has it, crosses over the second base bag, and throws on the first in time for out number 1. Playing first now for the R-Phils, Madison Stokes. Now the 7th position that Stokes has played this year. He's played all 3 outfield spots and now all 4 infield spots. Jackson Glenn will step in with 1 out in the inning. First pitch is over for a called strike, 0-1. Pitch to Glenn is down low for a ball. It's 1-1. Next pitch is fouled straight back. It's a ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out to Glenn, who's 0 for 3 so far tonight. Here's the 1-2, swing and a miss on a fastball. Rode up and in at 96. And strikeout number 1 for Dominic Pipkin here in the 8th. So aside from the home run, he's looked good. And now it's Sung-Jae Chang up. So Chang 2 for 3 tonight, had an RBI single his last time up. First pitch is down low for a ball. It's 1-0 to Chang. Pipkin, who we said making his 4th appearance with the R-Phils this year, was transferred to Reading back on July the 4th. And Chang will serve another one into left field. That's a base hit. The 3-hit night for Sung-Jae Chen, and it's a 2-out base runner for Altoona. Lolo Sanchez comes up. Fourth multi-hit game this year for Sung-Jae Chang as Sanchez digs in. Chang, the number 28 prospect entering the year in the Pirates system. He'll go on the first pitch. Throw from Roberts is on one hop, and it's on the money. And Oliver Dunn gets the tag down. 14th base runner that Cody Roberts has thrown out this year, and that's how the side retires in the 8th. But Altoona does get 1 run on 2 hits. There were no errors, and no curve players are left on base. We go to the 9th, 4-2 curve. It's rally time or go home for the Fightin Phils. Back after this on the R-Phils Radio Network.
White Star Tours and Travel Centers offers the R-Phils fan road trip again this season. It's your chance to hit the road with other R-Phils fans, see an R-Phils road game, meet with an R-Phils player, and also see an Iron Pigs and Phillies road game. The White Star R-Phil's road trip visits Altoona, Toledo, and Cleveland from Thursday, July 20th until Sunday, July 23rd. See the R-Phil's in Altoona Thursday, meet with an R-Phil's player or coach, then head to Toledo Friday and Cleveland Saturday to see many former Fightins in action. The trip heads back to Reading on Sunday. Visit the customer service booth for more info on the White Star R-Phil's fan road trip to Altoona, Toledo, and Cleveland. Space is very limited, so sign up today.
You can add a delicious all-you-can-eat buffet to any Reading Fightin' Phil's game ticket for only $21. This selection includes barbecue chicken sandwiches, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs, corn, pasta salad, baked beans, potato salad, chips, cookies, and so much more. Drinks feature all Pepsi products. Call the Fightins at 610-370-BALL. Order online at rphillies.com or visit the Customers Bank ticket office at First Energy Stadium.
Top half of the ninth, last chance for the Fightin' Phils. They trail 4-2 to the Altoona curve. There's also a new arm in for Altoona in the inning. Cameron Junker's in, 30th appearance this year. Has opened a game, 2-3, a 4.01 ERA. No saves and 2 opportunities for Junker across 33 2/3. They allowed 30 hits, 20 walks, 30 strikeouts, and 233 opponents average against. First batter he gets is Pedro Martinez. Martinez having a nice night, 2 for 3. And it's 8-9-1 due up. First pitch, Martinez swings and fouls it back. It's 0-1. Reading this year is 1-36 when trailing after 8 innings, 0-16 when on the road. So on a night where there was a magician in the house, it'll take some magic for the R-Phils to try and come back here as the next pitch misses outside for a ball. It's 1-1. Ball and a strike as Junker deals. Martinez swings and misses 1-2 on a fastball up in the zone. That was at 94. Cody Roberts, who has homer tonight, he awaits on deck for the Fightin' Phils. 1-2. That one is in there for a called strike 3. First out of the inning, Reading down to their final 2. Cody Roberts, the batter. As we just said, 1 for 3 with the homer tonight. So close the line on Braden Ogle, who pitched the 8th. An inning pitch, no runs, no hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Reading left a couple on base. Altoona added an insurance run in the bottom of the 8th. Junker deals the first pitch. Roberts takes at the knees for a called strike. It's 0-1. Set at the belt is Junker. Here's the 0-1. That's down the chute for a called strike, 0-2. Fastball at 93. Junker stands at 6'5", 200 pounds, a righty. Was a 10th round pick by the Pittsburgh Pirates in 2019 out of Notre Dame. Former member of the Fighting Irish. Here's the 0-2. That one's a bit up and in, so it's a ball and 2 strikes. There was a now former member of the Fightin' Phils who was an alum of Notre Dame, Nick Podkul, who was called up to AAA Lehigh Valley along with Tyler McKay last week. 1-2. Roberts laces it in the air towards left, charging in quickly. Goes Martin and hits off his glove, shoots behind him. Roberts races the second. Here's the throw. He's safe. We'll see what they rule it for Cody Roberts, whether it's a single and an error, a 2-bag error, or just a straight-up double. Looked like a tough play for left fielder Mason Martin, who did start the game in first base and then moved to left field. But nonetheless, Cody Roberts is on second. Tying run and Matthew Kroon now up to the plate for the Fightin' Phils. Junker deals the Kroon, and he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Still waiting the official ruling, but nonetheless, Roberts is on second. 1 out for Kroon, who's 1 for 4 tonight, doubled and scored back in the first. Next pitch, misses just outside, 1-1. Well, there's certainly some big bats coming up for the R-Phils here. It will be an error Looks like it might be a two-bag error, as looks like no hit was given to the R-Phils there. 1-1, and that one's in the air on the infield right side. Jacob Gonzalez, the first baseman, drifts the foul ground, makes the catch. Route number 2, and Reading's down to their final out tonight. And yeah, it's a straight-up error for Jacob Gonzalez, so an E7. And that's Cody Roberts on second. Tying run to the plate is Carlos De La Cruz. He's 1 for 4 tonight. We know he has plenty of power. 17 home runs on the year, looking to tie the game. First pitch, De La Cruz takes inside for a ball. It's 1-0. As we said, Reading is 1-36 this year, 0-16 on the road when trailing after 8. Trying to change their fortunes here. The 1-0, De La Cruz back towards the middle. That'll sneak into center, a base hit. Roberts around third. Whole score easily. It's an RBI single for Carlos De La Cruz. A little bit of a fist pump for him. And it's 4-3. Reading trails by 1, and the line keeps moving for Oliver Dunn.
Second baseman Oliver Dunn.
RBI number 46 on the season for Carlos De La Cruz. He sits second on the team in that category, trailing the guy who's up right now, and Oliver Dunn. Dunn 0 for 4 tonight. You can certainly say he's more than overdue. First pitch home, Dunn will take it low for a ball, 1-0. 3 flyouts to right for Dunn and a strikeout, the first 2 of which were hit particularly hard. 1-0, Dunn swings and misses, 1-1. There is some throwing in the R-Phils bullpen. Appears to be Brett Schultz, since in case this game goes to the bottom of the 9th. Maybe Pipkin in a tie game. Schultz in if Reading takes the lead in a save situation. The other Schultz, Andrew Schultz, is placed on the development list today for the R-Phils. 1 ball, 1 strike to Oliver Dunn. De La Cruz leads off first. The pitch, Dunn will take it at the knees for a called strike, 1-2. And the Fightin' Phils down to their final strike. 4-3, Altoona leads. Top of the 9th, runner on first is Carlos De La Cruz, 2 outs. A ball and 2 strikes to the lefty Dunn. He awaits the 1-2. That one's pounded on the ground towards second. Waiting back on its label, he'll field to throw the first, and the ball game is over. Ground out to second from Oliver Dunn, and the curve will come out of the dugout and shake hands over the pitcher's mound. And after an 8-2 defeat last night, Altoona responds with a come-from-behind 4-3 win tonight. And they grab the 2-1 edge in this week's 6-game series. Reading did get a run in the inning. It wasn't earned to the line of Junker. They did have a hit, there was an error, and Reading eventually left 1 on base. So Altoona winners 4-3 tonight. We'll step aside here for a few moments. Back with the recap and final numbers after this. Altoona winners 4-3 on the R-Phils Radio Network.
Unlike any other area in First Energy Stadium, the Savage 61 Dugout Suite puts you in the closest seat to the action on the field. Located just a few feet from the diamond on the first base side with covered seating, abilities of motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around. Your group will thank you over and over again for this one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the Dugout Suite start at $27 and include options to add food and drink packages. The ProMax Fence Systems Foul Porch is an exclusive group experience. Located in our left field corner, groups of 20 to 30 people are treated to 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and drinks. In a festive atmosphere with a bird's-eye view of the visiting bullpen, regular season tickets are $34 for groups of 20 or more. Call us today at 610-370-BALL to reserve a spot for your group.
The Penn State Health St. Joseph 67 Club is the original hospitality area at First Energy Stadium. Conveniently located along the third base side, the 67 Club gives you a front row seat to all the action out of the hot corner. The area is safely protected from line drives with a large see-through net. Starting at $34, groups of 20 or more can enjoy a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet. Children 4 and under are free. Visit rphils.com or call us at 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
Altoona Curve winners tonight, 4-3 over the Reading Fightin Phils. I'm Jake Starr, back with the post-game show here high up at People's Natural Gas Field on the Our Phils Radio Network. Once again, thank you so much for joining myself here tonight for Game 3 of a 6-game set, Game 1 of 4 that we'll have on our airwaves this weekend on the Our Phils Radio Network. And Reading trails series 2-1 after a 4-3 loss tonight. So let's run through and do a little recap here of tonight's action. McAble got the start for Reading. Bo Sulcer got the start for Altoona, and Reading got to him quickly in the top half of the first. Matthew Kroon led off the game with a double, moved to third on an error by Matt Frazier, who bobbled the ball in right field, allowing Kroon to move to third. Carlos De La Cruz then followed with a single, but when I say single, it was a ball that was hit about 6 feet in front of home plate, and Sulcer's throw to first went by the first baseman, Jacob Gonzalez. So it was an infield single for Carlos De La Cruz. Kroon scored on the throwing error from Sulcer, one of 3 errors that Altoona had tonight. And then Reading stranded De La Cruz eventually on second. And that's how the first inning ended. McAble threw a scoreless bottom of the first, not after loading the bases, but Cody Roberts picked off Abraham Gutierrez to end that inning. And then in the second, Cody Roberts lifted a solo home run. And really from there, Reading's offense was super quiet. Same can be said with Altoona. McAble, who was excellent tonight, went overall 5 innings, 2 hits, no runs, no earned, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. But then in the 6th, Carlos Francisco entered, and that was when the Altoona bats came to life. Matt Frazier was walked to lead off the 6th inning. Domingo Leyva followed with a double. That scored Frazier to make it 2-1 Reading. Leyva then moved to third as Matt Gorski laid down a sacrifice bunt. Mason Martin then walked, put runners on the corners. Abraham Gutierrez had an RBI single. That scored Leyva, tied the game up at 2 at the moment. And then a few batters later, Sungchae Cheng, who had a 3-hit night for the Curve, singled to score Mason Martin. That put Altoona up 3-2. Reading went down quietly. We had some base runners, but couldn't score in the 7th and the 8th. And then in the bottom of the 8th, Altoona scored an insurance run when Mason Martin lined a home run over the fence down the right field line, put Altoona up 4-2. And that was a very, very important insurance run as Cody Roberts had a 2-base error he reached on when Mason Martin dropped the fly ball and left. Matthew Kroon, though, had an infield pop-up. Carlos De La Cruz, though, did single up the middle. 2-hit night for De La Cruz. He was 2 for 5. And Oliver Dunn, the tying run on first, he was the go-ahead run, and Dunn grounded out to the second baseman, Domingo Leyva, to end the game and give the Curve a 4-3 victory. So that's how it happened tonight. We'll step aside one final time. We'll give you final numbers. Then we'll look ahead to tomorrow night after this here on the Our Phils Radio Network.
The Altoona Group Deck is a great spot for all fans of a summer picnic and great tailgate atmosphere. During your picnic, you may even catch a souvenir, as the area is situated directly in home run territory, behind the left field wall. Regular season tickets are just $32 per person for groups of 20 or more, and children 4 and under are free. Visit rphils.com/groups or call 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
The Louisiana Swamplands. Out here, you're either lunch or you're enjoying it. Make sure you end up on top with the all-powerful lineup of Kia SUVs, like the Telluride, Sportage, and Sorento, equipped with available all-wheel drive, higher ground clearance, and the interior capacity to bring everything you need, so you'll always remain more than a gator's length ahead. Visit your local Kia dealer today to find your next adventure in our ever-capable lineup of SUVs. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely.
Are you looking for a reliable food distributor to meet all your culinary needs? Look no further than our trusted team at Feaser's Food Distributors. For over 120 years, our products have been sourced from the best farms and suppliers, ensuring that you get the best ingredients for your restaurant or organization. From fresh produce to premium meats, Feaser's supplies everything but the appetite. Visit Feasers.com today to experience the difference in working with a top-tier, family-owned food distributor. Feaser's, your partner for success in the kitchen. Looking for a fast and hassle-free way to get your snacks and non-perishable groceries? Look no further than FeasersDirect.com. With just a few clicks, discover the convenience of having your culinary essentials ready for a pickup at our headquarters in Harrisburg.
Back here on the Our Phillies Radio Network post-game show, Jake Starr. Once again, thank you so much for joining myself tonight. I have the call here from Altoona tonight through Sunday. Final four now, 3 games of this weekend's 6-game series. The Curve have the 2-1 edge in so far. Well, we told you how it happened. Now we'll give you some numbers on tonight. Reading 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors, left 9 on base, but I think the number that's going to stand out the most are Phil's 2 for 12 tonight with runners in scoring position. Reading this year has been middle of the pack with runners in scoring position. Entered tonight 243 with ranks 5th in the Eastern League, but tonight well beneath that mark, just 167 on the 2 for 12 with runners in scoring position. Altoona 4 runs, 7 hits. They had 3 errors, 6 left on base for the Curve. Winning pitcher tonight was Nick Dumkowski. He's 3-2. He was excellent over 4 innings pitched, 3 hits allowed, no runs, a walk, and a strikeout. The loss goes to Carlos Francisco. We talked about struggling in that 6. Went just 2/3 of an inning, 3 hits, 3 runs. All earned, 2 walks, no strikeouts. Cameron Junker gets a save. He pitched an inning, gave up a hit, an earned run, no walks, and a strikeout. But most importantly, preserved the lead for the Altoona Curve. Also pitching tonight for Reading was Christian Hernandez. He had a clean inning and a third. And Dominic Pipkin, who allowed 2 hits and an earned run over an inning pitched and also had a strikeout. Time of the game, 2 hours and 20 minutes. Played in front of 4,010 fans tonight at People's Natural Gas Field. With the win, Altoona 7-8 in the second half, 41-42 overall. With the loss, Reading 8-9 in the second half and 36-49 overall in the 2023 season. Look ahead to tomorrow night. It's another 6 o'clock first pitch, and it should be a great one. Great pitching matchup. Right-handed pitcher Griff McGarry gets the start against the lefty Anthony Solometo for the Altoona Curve. That's a 6 o'clock start. We'll be on the airwaves at 5:40 here from People's Natural Gas Field with pregame coverage and the 4th game of this weekend's 6-game set. The Curve, the 2-1 advantage so far. They've won Tuesday and Thursday. Reading the win yesterday. Once again, it's a 4-3 win tonight for Altoona. Teams back in action tomorrow at 6 o'clock. We'll be on the air at the Our Phillies pregame show at 5:40. And we'll talk to you then at ourphillies.com/radio. Big thank you to everyone for tuning in tonight, including those that were here on the Our Phillies Ultimate Fan Road Trip. For those on the road trip, we wish you safe travels to Toledo tomorrow, Cleveland on Saturday, and of course back to Reading on Sunday. Reading falls tonight 4-3. We'll talk to you tomorrow night from People's Natural Gas Field. I'm Jake Starr signing off. Have a great rest of your Thursday night, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
This has been a presentation of the Our Phillies Radio Network. We thank you for tuning in and can't wait to talk to you the next time the Fightins take the field.